Jeanette. I'm Angela. I'm a director and creator. We here at Nerdsmith would like to wish you a very happy NerdsGiving. The time has come for our second annual NerdsGiving charity event. 2 weeks of playing silly games with our friends while putting a little bit of good back into the world. This year, we are supporting Heifer International and their fight to end hunger while caring for the earth. They gift families and communities income-producing animals and provide the training to turn those animals into sustainable businesses. For the next 2 weeks, that's November 1st through the 15th, we here at Nerdsmith will be running animal-themed RPG one-shots and giving away delightful prizes during the streams. Stay tuned on Twitter for the latest show schedule or donate today at fundraise.heifer.org/nerdsgiving. It's bound to be amusing. No, don't cluck up this opportunity. No, just play the outro.
We are Nerdsmith. Bum, ba-dum.
No. We're gonna try that again. One more time. From the top. We are Nerdsmith.
Hi, my name is Chad, wishing you all a very happy NerdsGiving. 2 weeks of playing silly games with our friends while trying to put a little good into the world. A percentage of the bits and donations we earn today through Twitch will be going towards Heifer International, but be sure to donate directly to our NerdsGiving fund to be put in the running for our giveaways at the end of our 2-week event. Donate today at fundraise.heifer.org/nerdsgiving. Like I said before, my name is Chad. My Twitter handle is Chadlicious, and here on the Nerdsmith channel, I am the game master of the Chaotic Goodness podcast, a 100% improv comedic space opera, and I am also the storyteller of In Vain Valpurgisnacht, which is a very serious, very dark, very gothic Vampire the Masquerade role-playing system. Yes, and today I am doing a game about cats, so this should be somewhere in between those two podcasts. So today we are playing Cat, the RPG, written by John Wick. You can get the PDF for $5 on Drive-Thru RPG. And what this game is all about is you play a cat. You play a cat who is protecting your humans from monsters called boggins, monsters from the dream, because cats are the undisputed masters of the dream world, and they earned that right as such in a great contest given every 1,000 years by every creature in the dream. The cats beat the dogs. You can just read it in here. It's nice. However, with great power comes great responsibility, and the masters of the dream must protect and defend the weakest creatures in the dream, and that is man. So without any further ado, we will let the players go ahead and introduce themselves. So Heath, why don't you go ahead?
Hi, everyone. My name is Heath. I am the MC of Obscurum here on Nerdsmith, and you can find us on Wednesdays, but you can find me out on the world on Twitter as @DireBearAC.
All right, and Trooper.
Hi, I'm Trooper SJP, and I am a variety streamer doing things that are like story heavy. And you can find me on Twitter at Academic Foxhole or here on Twitch at Trooper SJP.
Raven.
Hi, I'm Raven. I'm a professional game master, tabletop streamer, and tabletop designer. You can find me on Twitter at The Raven, straight underneath my face here. And I'm really excited to play some cats today.
Right, and Logan.
Hi, I'm Logan. I'm the executive director here at Nerdsmith, and you can find me on Twitter at devious_Muppet.
All right, so I guess that is everybody. So without any further ado, let's get right on into the game. So today, our one-shot is going to take place on a space station. Space Station C2-1086 to be specific. This is a research space station. This is obviously very, very far into the future when mankind has reached the stars, but you still need cats. This is a research space station that is hovering kind of slightly outside of the event horizon of a black hole. This research station is going to be studying the black hole. There's lots of I'm sure there's lots of fun, interesting things that keep the humans entertained on the space station, but you get to run around. You four get the run of the place. You are ship's cats, technically speaking. And so we'll just go ahead and start off here. Can everybody roll a d6, and we will start with whoever rolls highest.
I got a 4.
6.
2.
All right, Trooper, tell us a little bit about your cat, what your cat would be doing around this time. Doesn't have to be very specific, and just something fun. What's going on?
My cat is beautiful. Sort of long-haired, white, sort of fluffy cat with a sort of like a little collar, which is not really diamond, perhaps a diamel sort of collar. They're not real. They're fake diamonds. Don't worry about it. It's like a little collar with little fake diamond studs with a little name tag that says "Sweetie," because my cat is Sweetie, and my cat is probably lounging in a slightly relaxed way in a sort of a little cat bed that says "Sweetie" on it, probably in the what do you call it, where the supply is, right? Like the supply chief probably has got this little bed there. So it's a fairly, what would you call it, like a bit luxurious sort of space. And Sweetie just likes to lounge in a very sort of pampered and relaxed way in where the supplies are.
And I think we lost Chad.
No, I'm here.
Okay.
It's just there's a lot of cutting out going on. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
We can hear you, but you're frozen. But
Yes.
that's okay. It's fairly appropriate for you.
Oh, Zoom just went down.
That means that we're all going to get shifted around in kind of a weird sort of way here, and I'm going to have to fix it.
I'm back.
Weird things happen around black holes.
But now Raven
Yes.
is the DM.
It's true.
All right, Raven,
Take
go.
over now, Raven.
All right, everybody roll for initiative. There's an army of rats coming down from the cargo bay.
Wait, what?
Princess Warm, tell me
No
this.
time for introductions.
So, okay. So, Sweetie, you are... I'm sorry, what room did you say you were hanging out in?
In the supply where the purser is. I'm just hanging out with in the supply room in a really nice cat bed that is very luxurious.
Okay. And so the supply, so the quartermaster probably has like a little bed and everything for you and treats you real nice and gives you pets and treats you the way that you deserve to be treated, it sounds like.
As a very fancy cat, indeed.
Right. Very, very fancy cat. Okay. And that's what you are doing, and you are just lounging around, just basking in the attention. Maybe
Yes.
sitting on keyboards when he's trying to get some work done.
Oh, wait. Why would humans try to get work done when they could pay attention to me? I don't understand.
Exactly.
I don't even understand.
All right. And so that was a 6. Who he had a 4. Heath had a 4. Go for it.
My cat is Shasta, or at least that's what the people call me. If it weren't for me, they would never have anybody check out the air ducts. These air ducts, they need to be checked out. And so I'm in the air ducts because there's something in the air ducts that needs to be checked out. Maybe I need to go to engineering. There's something in the air ducts.
Okay. And I'm sure that you have a nice internal map about where the air ducts can take you.
I know. I know where all the air ducts go. And
Great.
I hide out because you can't see me. My spots keep me hidden.
Of course. Great. All right. So that is you. You're running through the air vents. Let's see here. I think we'll go with Raven next. Tell us about your kitty cat.
So, mine is a tortoise shell, so short hair tortoise shell cat. Not too fancy, probably a fancy collar, maybe a pink one with some sort of sparkly thing on it, but that's about it. And yeah, she's known for snuggles and protecting people and scavenging, so she always knows where food's hidden that she's probably not supposed to get into. So I imagine starting out, she's either on somebody's lap or knocking stuff off of a counter.
Why not both?
I'm not sure how I would do both at the same time.
You're sitting in somebody's lap, they're at their desk, and they're doing their work, and you're just batting things off, and they're like, "No, stop it, stop it."
That would work.
Okay, that works. And Logan.
Wrinkles is not very often found anywhere that he's supposed to be. Wrinkles is often trying to find unique places to make a mess, to leave things. He doesn't like the traditional people supplied places for him to do things. For different various reasons. So he tries to find unique places to do that. He doesn't really, not really interested in most things, although he does have sort of bad eyesight, so he has special glasses that he wears, space glasses. Oh, and he has the most luxurious coat out of any cat.
Yes, he's a very luxurious Sphinx cat. That's great. Okay, so let's see. So that's all four of you. This is pretty much how you spend a typical day on this space station. I'm assuming the humans are doing their things. They got to work like it's some corporation, whatever the hell that is. And you guys just do your cat thing throughout the day. Since you four are the only cats on this space station, there is a time of probably closer at the night when, the dog shifts get on. No pun intended. Where you all get together and just kind of discuss important things that are happening, because cats, for the most part, you're independent, but still there's that social connection. And you four really are the only really intelligent beings on this space station. And sometimes you just need some intelligent conversation. So when would you all typically meet? Where would you meet? Let's run through that. How does that go?
I have a feeling that we would all meet where Sweetie is.
The best place.
You come to meet me.
Kind of.
So where is Sweetie?
In the
question.
quartermaster, because here's the thing. Once the humans all leave, right in the back, because I imagine you've got a nice sort of, there's for the front office, and in the back there's all of the supplies, including food, that they're not necessarily looking at right away, but back there's a nice place where we can all meet up and have our time together, and we're not going to be overseen, and humans are not out in the back part of the storeroom, so it's a good place.
Yes, and the storeroom may contain most of the food for the humans and all of the cat food, but the humans are the only ones with thumbs.
It's the worst.
So
but I feel like if you yowl enough, they get the idea.
Right, and lots of empty crates and boxes to sit in, little boxes, lots of paper where you can kind of sit on something crinkly. And you all are gathering together, kind of going over what happened in the day. And let's see here. Heath, you noticed something interesting today that you want to share with your friends. What would that be? That would be interesting for a cat.
So, I was in the air duct.
Yeah.
I was over in the area where they look through the things and study the things, and then I noticed a new smell. It's not a smell that I had seen before. It's a new smell. It was an interesting smell. It was a little off-putting.
What does it smell like?
I don't know. I don't remember. It was off-putting. I didn't like it. You should go check it out. I'll stay behind you.
But if it smells bad, then I don't want to be off-put.
But what if it hurts the humans?
You're right. I'm on it. And
okay.
Princess Warmtummy's gonna go wherever that was and try to smell it.
Did you tell her where it was?
I
give her the yes, it's in a research area.
Probably a lot of those though.
Oh, like the main research lab? Sure. And so is Princess Wormtummy the only one that's going to just dart off and go check it out and the rest of y'all stay behind, or what?
As is typical of Finn, he's probably going to crawl along on his little Bengal belly right behind Princess Wormtummy because she's obviously bigger and stronger. So,
right. So Finn mentions a smell. Princess Wormtummy runs off. Finn follows after her, and Wrinkles and Sweetie are both left in the storeroom sitting on some boxes.
I look at Wrinkles with that knowing look about the troublemakers over there. Nod. I get up out of my really nice cat bed. I groom my impeccable fur. And I say, "Oi, Wrinkles. About time we go see if somebody needs to get it, eh? Yeah, let's do it, I."
Oh, do we have to? There's like a lot of dust in there.
I don't like dust. It ruins me fur, but you know what?
I'm really allergic to dust.
Oi, Wrinkles. It's alright. If we don't do it, them humans, them weaklings, they're gonna get got. What if it's some sort of like corpse or like boggin or some sort of nasty thing just run around bubbling night? And Sweetie just goes these huge, dangerous looking claws, which have not been clipped. I think it's right about time we go and show everybody on this space station who's in charge. Cats. Let's go.
No, fine. Let's just get this over with.
I'm not sure what just happened, but that was something beautiful.
And in the most luxurious way, in the fanciest way, Sweetie is going to follow Wrinkles, holding up the rear of the group to make sure that nothing, jumps up from behind as we go deep into the air ducts.
All right, so everyone is going to head to the research lab through the air ducts. Okay.
Wrinkles will be very careful to only walk where Finn was crawling and keeping a clean streak through the air duct.
Why do you think I'm always in the air ducts? I'm keeping them clean all the time.
And Princess Wormtummy is walking like very distinctly, like with purpose and sort of cautious and slow, and she's actually talking to herself the whole time, like stalking the new smell.
All right, I want everyone to give me, roll your face. If you have any reputations that involve smell, you can add that to your dice pool. And tell me how many evens you rolled.
How many dice do we roll?
The number by your face stat, plus any applicable reputation number, and you add that together, and that is your dice pool. 2 evens, okay.
And you can also get advantage. You can propose that you might have an advantage for some reason.
Yes, that is true.
So if my face is 4 and I have, like, say, Scavenger 2 as a reputation, that means as a 2, that means I would roll 66?
Yes, and then you tell me how many evens you roll.
Okay. I need more d6s. 1 second. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 1, 2 evens.
Okay. Did anybody get less than 2?
Sweetie, here's the thing you need to know about Sweetie. Sweetie is not one that really pays attention to other things so much, and is also in the back of the group. So Sweetie is, paying attention to, like, making sure he looks pretty good, and also looks kind of like tough, but in a stylish way, and is getting 0 successes on any kind of paying attention to anything other than what he's thinking about. So 0.
Okay, so I guess everybody but Sweetie, you notice Finn, sorry, that sharp, weird smell starts to fill the air vents again. And we'll just say, let's see, Raven, you've had a little bit more experience out here in space, so you know what some more of these smells are, especially around industrial equipment. This is the smell of ozone. And it gets stronger the more you get to the vent that you know leads to the research lab. And you all four eventually get to where the research lab is, and it's the vent. It's one of those vents where it's closed. I mean, if you really were strong, or all of you work together, you could push it open. Or it's got like those the grating in it where you can all look through. Are you curious enough to what your cats? Of course you're curious. You look through, and you see there are 5 people inside this research center. 4 of them are like laying down, like in these capsule bed type things, and they have these wires connected to them, like mostly around their head. So they all have IVs, it looks like, with liquids kind of dripping into their veins, and they look motionless. And there's a woman, dark-skinned woman. You know her. The other humans call her like chief researcher, whatever that means. But you do know that her name, what they call her, is Abhiti Soma. And she is walking around. She's got her lab coat on. She's looking at dials, looking at instruments, looking at lots of screens. And she has this really intense look on her face. And there's lots of like mechanical beeps, clicks, things going on, ventilators working. This is kind of a weird thing that you've seen. I mean, not that many of you are very interested in what the humans consider research anyway, but yes, Finn.
Can I use a trick?
Ooh, what kind of trick are you thinking about?
I want to move through the small spaces. I want to get through the grate by using my tail and my magic.
Okay, so let me see. The cat trick that could do that. Are you talking about the door slip trick?
Yes, that's the one.
Okay, so in order to do the door slip trick, you must have a strong tail. Is that true?
I have a best tail.
Okay, good.
Better than all the rest of them.
It requires a small sacrifice, such as a rat, a mouse, or a rabbit, to be placed before the opening. And once the ritual is complete, you slip through the door as if it was opened.
Ooh. Hang on, I'll be right back. And I bound back the way we came, taking a left turn midway through the pipes, another right, 2 more lefts, 1 more right, and I dropped down where I happened to find a very small mouse. I don't know where he came from. Maybe from the rest of the boxes where all the rest of the mice are kept, but this one got out, so he doesn't count for the rest of the boxes, but I pick him up and take him back and drop him in front.
Well, not so fast. Roll your claws to make sure you can capture this thing.
Okay.
Those beds look really warm.
2 successes.
All right, so you're a cat, it's a mouse. You snatch it up real quick and you bring it back to the air vent. While Finn is off doing that, I know Whiskers is whining about things. Does anybody else want to do anything while Finn is hunting?
Yeah, so Princess Wormtummy's gonna squint at the humans and go, yeah, guys, they're playing with the string wrong. I don't think that researcher knows how to teach these humans. You don't play with string on your head. That's uncomfortable. We need to go teach them how to swat at it.
Oi, princess.
Yeah?
Folks just don't get it.
You think they're in the dreaming? Them humans? Maybe we can find them and they're dreaming. I don't know what they're doing while they're sleeping all the time. I mean, they don't sleep as much as we do.
They do look like they are sleeping.
I don't know. They're not moving their what do they call those again? Hand paws? Like Wrinkles, when Wrinkles is sleeping, he's always doing this thing.
Yeah, but Humans, they're weak, ain't they? I mean, they don't know. They don't do. I feel like they don't do nothing.
Yeah, that's pretty true.
They got no fur.
And so around this time, Finn returns with his snackerfice for the door. Alrighty, so if you are going to do the door slip, so roll your tail, plus any pertinent reputation.
I have a reputation of being the mysterious one.
It's true. He's super mysterious.
How the hell did you get in here? Sure. Hold that.
Let's see. That's 3 successes so far. Oh, you can roll all of them. That is going to be like 6 successes.
6 evens?
I rolled
Okay.
8 because my mysterious is 3 and my tail is 5.
Okay, so Finn brings this mouse in its jaws up to the door. I guess kills it because that's what you got to do, and then just phases through the air vent, and you're gonna fall a bit there, Finn. So I want you to, let's see. You said that your tail is best.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, you can fall 70 feet and suffer no scars. So that's you're well on your way to falling without any problem. So you land on your feet, and you're totally fine. And you are inside the lab, and your 3 friends are still in the air vent watching this.
City folks just don't get it.
Don't have a cow, man.
I don't notice that he phases because I'm distracted by the mouse.
Yes, and
then I look up
once he's done with the ritual, hey, free food.
I don't think that's been farm raised.
Hey, Finn, are you gonna finish that?
What?
The rat?
Technically,
You
it's a
slapped it up
mouse,
here.
but no,
Can I eat it?
I don't care. You might want to share.
Sweetie's got like his mouth almost at the mouse right when you say that.
Okay, we getting all
Never
Ozzy
mind.
Osbourne up in here.
Sweetie put his mouth on it, so never mind.
Ew.
That's how cats claim things.
You want half? I can just like eat, gnaw it right in half. You can have the other half if you want. I mean, you're Princess Warm Tummy.
I don't use
Yes,
my time
and
to
I
clean
think-
things. I get baths. It's much
That-
more
that's-
sanitary.
That's very good, Wrinkles.
Yeah.
And yes, I think as nobility, I should only eat, whole rats or mouse or mices or whatever they're called.
Mice.
All right. And so while the 3 of them are arguing over who gets, 2 of them argue over who gets the mouse, Finn, you are stalking around in there, and yeah, you just get a closer look. There's these people in these weird looking beds connected to wires. Dr. Soma is looking around, and actually, when you pad down and you're getting kind of curious, you're looking around at things, she turns around and sees you. She's like, Shasta, how'd you get in here? And she kind of like bends over and she tries to pick you up. Are you going to let her?
I'm going to play between her legs, and when she picks me up, I'm not going to resist. But
All right. So she picks you up and she's kind of scratching you behind the ears, and she's going back to the monitors, and she's like, "Oh, Shasta, we're on the breakthrough of something really, really exciting here. And I mean, I know you can't understand me, but I got to tell somebody this. So I think I may have found a way for us to communicate through the universal unconscious." Isn't that exciting? You have no idea what I'm talking about. So back a long time ago, there was a psychiatrist named Carl Gustav Jung, and she kind of goes off in this long explanation about archetypes and stuff, and you just, I don't know, don't really pay much attention to that because this is human science. It's not cat science, which is really exciting. Not this. And so she's she's clicking out of a couple of things, looking at more readings. Like, look, you see, Williams is actually talking to Taylor in her dream right now. They're talking to each other. This is exciting. And she's like, just goes off on these explanations, and she's like, has to go back to some things. And so she actually has to put you down while she does some other things with her equipment. And she's kind of like muttering excitedly to herself. She's even like recording, like hollow recording her progress and what's going on, getting medical readouts on everything. And if all of you are going to continue to stay and watch this whole thing until it ends, by all means you can. If you want to leave and do something else, say so now.
Oi, I don't. They were talking about some sort of communicating in the dreaming, right? Could that be dangerous for them humans? Messing about with the dream. We all know they's the weakest in the dreaming state. Is this sort of thing healthy for them?
I want you to give me a tail roll and any reputation that you have related to knowledge about the dream.
No, I look good. I don't think a lot. Come on.
Something you learned as a kitten.
2.
Okay, well, this is, since you are a cat and one of the undisputed masters of the dream, you know this. The dream is an extraordinarily dangerous place, even for cats. And mankind is the weakest creature out there. And they don't even know that the dream is actually what is real. They think that, when they wake up, that this world is real. That's how stupid they are. And there are a large number of dangers in the dream. You call them boggins. But to do too much with the dream and not know the dangers is just inviting catastrophe.
Catastrophe.
Yes, that's what I said.
Okay.
All I'm saying is, this seems like a bad idea. Them furless humans and all, with them little hand paws and whatnot. I mean, they only got one thing we ain't got. Thumbs. But other than that...
Yeah. I wish I had thumbs. But yeah, it's too dangerous for them. We should do that thing, what is it?
Sabotage.
Yeah, that's it. I thought it was like Saka Garage or something.
No, it's about
yeah,
stabbing things, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, sabotage. We should do that, and that way we can protect them from themselves.
Sounds really hard.
Just a little bit of stabbing.
I don't have good stabbers.
It's okay, Wrinkles. I'll stab for you.
So
I am fierce kitty.
So Finn's the only one in there now. Are you telling him he has to be the stabator?
We gotta wait for them humans to leave, ain't we? We gotta make it some sort of a...
I'll make a distraction. I can make a distraction. Right.
I'd like to go to the door and start meowing loudly and like pawing at it.
Okay, so you start yowling at the door, and Dr. Soma you get to the point where she can't ignore you anymore. She turns, looks at you, and it just says, "Computer, open the main door," and it slides open.
I sit down on my rump and then turn and look at her over my shoulder and start meowing even louder.
Good job, Finn. That's perfect.
Finn, I'm going to give you a style point. Write that down.
You got it.
All right. And so you're yowling at her. She's finishing up some things. She's like, oh, jeez. So she looks at her watch, says, well, it's time to shut it down anyway. So she flips a couple of switches. You hear the sound of machinery powering down, and she walks over to you quickly, and she's like, what is it, Shasta?
And then I just like move again between her legs.
She
and I
gives
don't
you more
step
scratches.
I don't step through the door, but I like sit at the threshold of the door and again just sit down on my rump and just look at her and then turn my face down the hallway and look at her and turn my face down the hallway and look at her meowing.
Okay. Well, she gives you more head scratchies, and she's like, she's reaching in her pocket and everything. It's like, I don't know what you want, but she She pulls out looks like a little like a quarter or something. She's like, I don't know, here, go play with this. And she rolls it down the hallway. Give me a tail roll.
Shiny.
Something small and shiny is moving very quickly away from you.
Oh no. Okay, I had one success.
All right, you are seized by what cats call the bauble curse. You are completely enraptured with this. You have to go hunt that thing down, and you just take off after the quarter. We'll get to you later. And so now the three of you are still in the vent.
Shiny.
Your stabateur ran out the door, and the scientist, the head scientist, is detaching these other people from the bed, and now they are talking very excitedly about what they've experienced.
I have a question.
Yes.
Did Princess Wormtummy also see the quarter get rolled down the hallway?
I say that you guys were too far away.
Okay.
To kind of get seized by the bauble curse because, you know, it's small and it rolled out in the hallway where all the fluorescent lights are, and so that's where the shiny comes from.
Okay.
All right. So what are you three doing?
I think Wormtummy's trying to figure out how to get down there. She's not the most magical of cats, and so she's like, how do you get this thing open?
Well, somebody
go
ate
wait
the
for him to leave.
sacrifice.
We'll wait for him to leave the room, right? And then we'll just break it open, break through the vent, just a little bit of breaking through the vent. Then we'll go down there and we'll sabotage everything.
Oh, so like we could just throw wrinkles at it and that should break it, right?
Probably. I mean, I find you always throw wrinkles at everything. It works all the time.
Fine.
So we'd say there's just one wrinkle in the plan.
Anything to be useful.
Yes.
Looks like
Who said that?
Not useless.
Heath,
No,
you
you're
lose a
useful.
style point. I'm joking.
Look, they're probably going to eat something. Speaking of food. And then I just eat the little mouse.
I'm hungry now. You ate all the food.
Well, this is the sturgeon place. They got more mouses in there. They got some mices.
Yeah, but now I want treats.
All right.
Treats.
So while the researchers are talking, is anyone listening to what the researchers are saying, or are you just waiting for them to leave?
Not at all.
I was vaguely thinking about it.
Yeah, I might be vaguely kind of hearing it, but because I just don't want to pay attention to what the sweetie's doing.
You're supposed to be grunting at each other at this point. But if you want to wait for them to leave and then push the grate open, whoever is going to do that, give me a legs roll. I guess that would be where your strength comes in.
If I'm being thrown against it, do I roll or do they roll?
Who's throwing wrinkles?
I'll throw.
And I will assist by, getting on me back and kicking with my little legs against the little grate and everything, right at the same time as a little bit of help.
All right, so
give a bonus.
Both players, so Logan and Raven, you have the choice. You can roll either your fangs or your claws. It is your choice. And then you're both going to compare the number of evens. Whoever gets more evens wins.
I got 0.
I'll do fangs then. Let me roll fangs. I was rolling legs.
It doesn't matter which one I roll. They're the same number. And they are my lowest stat.
Oh, I got 3. 3 evens.
Nice.
So you got more successes than you needed. You only needed 1. So those 2 extra successes you got, you can convert those into style points. I just remembered about that. So we're going to start tracking them.
Okay.
Just remember, you can use style points. You can cash in your style points to automatically succeed at something.
Oh, very
important.
Cool.
Yes. The automatic evens. You may also use the extra evens that you just rolled. Like if I award you, hey, you just got 3 style points. You're like, I'm not going to take those style points, and I'm going to I want something more narrative to happen, and you can describe something else that happens that puts you in a better position.
Okay.
So, yes, that was discussed. And so, since Princess Warm Tummy got more successes than Wrinkles, you just jump on Wrinkles, and you know how cats fight? They do like that brief flurry of activity, and then you slam Wrinkles into the grate, which knocks it open, and then Wrinkles, you are free falling into the research center. What is your tail rating at?
4.
That is strong.
Strong.
Yeah. Strong
The
side.
tail is strong with this one.
All right. So you're a little higher up than 20 feet.
Uh-oh.
So I want you to roll your legs.
1.
You land on your side and take 1 scar.
Okay.
Wow.
Good job, Wrinkles. Sorry you landed bad. Clearly not my fault. I did what any noble cat would do. So, but good job.
Right. And anyone who has a strong tail can jump without any problem.
I do
But not if you're thrown, evidently.
No, then you don't. It's hard for your equilibrium, you know. I guess.
So if you do not have a strong tail, just roll your legs.
Okay. That was 4. And I got 2. 2 evens.
Okay. And I'm sorry, sweetie, what did...
Yeah, I do not have a strong tail. My tail is only good because I spend more time not thinking about the mysteries of the universe, but killing things. And so I just... What?
Roll your legs, please.
I do, but I get 4 evens.
Okay, so you both land with no problem. So Wrinkles falls, hurts himself, and the 2 other cats just land on either side of him, just light as a feather.
Do I get any style points for that 4?
You needed 2 to succeed, so you can turn those other 2 into style points.
Thank you.
Finn, give me another tail roll.
One success.
1. You think you're gonna get that quarter? You're gonna get that quarter. It's after. Oh, it's on. It's on now. Oh, it fell over. You go to grab it, and your paw slaps it down the hallway, and you got to keep going for it.
Buster Keaton the corner down the hallway.
It's getting too close to that sign that says airlock, but we'll get to that.
Uh-oh.
All right, so the 3 of you that are in the lab, the researchers have left. What do you do?
All right. Time to get sabotaging.
Right. So I walk around looking dangerous just for a little bit, not knowing how machines work, but I look really dangerous, so it's good. Like,
Yeah,
and then there's like nobody
where you
there.
like kind of get up on your front legs.
Oh god,
your
yeah.
high
So
legs are
Sweetie's all even more puffed up, so you look like a giant freaking marshmallow walking through a research center. Oh, this is awesome.
And then I was
And
like,
I don't know about the rest of you, but I imagine the bowler is still on.
oh, yeah.
Like he actually has a bowler on.
And I was like, well,
The quartermaster's a bit
these-
weird.
it's true.
So
Amazon has cat hats.
Sent it from Earth all the way up to the space station. Little cat hat.
oh my god. Princess Warm Tummy is looking around going, no, I think they have these things called tower cords. And yeah, they tell us not to chew on them. And I bet if we actually chewed on them or like pulled them out of the wall, that might do something. They get really mad when that happens.
I wouldn't do that. That's how I lost my fur.
Oh, I feel like Princess Warm Tummy's challenging all of us in a room to like a little bit of, what do you call it? Mayhem. A little bit of how many things we can knock off of a whatnot and a whatnot with,
like just pushing things and yeah. I bet I
Yeah.
could push more things off of things than you can, and I bet I could chew more wires than you can chew in like go and like run just to get the jump on Princess Wormtummy and Wrinkles to knock more things off before they get to.
So,
But I also changed my tail a little bit first. But like I'm very excited for some sabotage.
So Wormtummy, seeing that that her decree has worked and that Sweetie is doing all the work, she's just gonna sit down and groom herself.
Perfect. Such a
Well
cat
done.
move.
Well
Such a
done.
cat move.
Give me a style point for that.
Wrinkles is as a human battering or cat battering ram has already done his part. So he's
Cattering ram?
Cattering ram, perfect. He's going to jump up on one of the
Cattering ram.
beds. However, as soon as he gets up top, he's going to let out this huge caterwaul and just start screaming and jump down and start licking his paws. The blankets are cotton.
Red coat with a light up.
So
I'm in this race with the two of them. Like, I know that I'm going to knock more things over, cause more mayhem than the rest of them because I'm just so fast. And I realize that they're kind of slow, but I don't even notice. I'm just like all the wires, all the things. And I know I'm going to win. I know it. Like,
okay.
That's
So
it. I know I'm going to win.
Sweetie, I want you to
Yes.
roll your face. Roll your face for me.
Roll your face.
Roll your
Roll my-
Face rolling.
Roll your face.
I get one success on that face.
Okay, so you're.
But I'll
you're
spend a
just in
style to give me 2. I'm going to spend one of my style points.
Oh, good. So you're in the middle of you're just making mayhem for mayhem's sake and breaking things. Then you realize that these things that you're knocking off the counters, not part of the machinery that the researchers were hooked up to. So you stop and you go, oh wait, these are the cables that I need to go after. And so you're going to start trying to gnaw on the cables.
Okay, but so first off, I just want to make it very clear that I don't register out loud that I was messing up. It was my plan the whole time.
Of
Right.
course.
Yeah.
No, that
Well,
was
I don't-
totally intentional. You meant to do that.
Right.
And
Just knock it off.
Princess Wormtummy's like, meow, Sweetie, you're doing a really good job.
The best mate. Then I just leap over. You know how cats just sometimes leap with no preparation, just next to like right behind the machine, and I'm just like knocking things there, and I get like caught up in the wires. Then it's kind of exciting, and then I'm like there. Then I'm like, I'm very excited by
So you
this.
just
And then I
flip
see
the
a thing
hell
off the corner. More knocking things.
Okay, give me a coat roll. See how tough. See how much you can withstand.
Oh, I have a reputation. I have 3 reputations. 1, being impeccably groomed, which I don't think is relevant. 2, being pampered by humans, which is probably also not relevant. But the other one is being a vicious, dirty street fighter, and I feel like that might be relevant. What?
You're caught up in the cables. You're like, oi, that's it. Oh, nuts. Sure. What the hell?
I get 1, 2, 3, 5.
You got 5 evens?
I do.
That is exactly how much you needed to withstand the electricity that is coursing through your body right now.
What?
This tingle.
So, well, you are gnawing on wires connected to industrial equipment. So, electricity courses through you. It gives you like a mild shock, like it just surprises you more than anything, but it doesn't cause any scars or any permanent damage. And your perfectly groomed coat is a little singed.
I recognize that sound.
And the smell. Oh, God, the smell.
I've got that little unhappy cat look. But then I'm like, yeah, I did it.
And the
Sweetie?
machinery starts to power down. Heath, give me another tail roll.
Oh, much better. 3 successes.
All right. So you're batting that quarter around. You're trying to catch it. It's like every time you try to jump on it, it shoots further away. And then all of a sudden you stop. You realize what's going on. You're like, oh crap! I got tricked. And you realize that right as soon as the quarter rolls into one of the escape pods. You can leave it alone.
I should get back. Guys.
You run in. So I want you three to describe what your cat is doing, what state of mess that you've put this lab in, and just go for it.
So Wrinkles is jumped up on one of the counters and is looking around for like beakers full of liquids, smelling them, seeing if any of them smell edible, and then dipping his paw in and taking a lick.
We'll get back to that one.
Chad, your face.
What is Princess Warm Tummy in the middle of?
So Warm Tummy, feeling that her loyal subjects have got the situation under control, has like flopped over on her side and is batting at the wires that were going to the humans' heads while they were in the bed, and just getting them as tangled up as possible.
There we go. And when Sweetie comes walking out from behind the machinery, what does Finn see?
The minute Finn walks in, Sweetie has that look like, oh, I meant to do that, but it's terrible. The whole it's just like Sweetie's like all like when you put your finger in the socket and it's like huge puffball with like little singe, and clearly everything is messed up. The hat's a bit askew. It looks like whatever happened there was something really comically messed up, but Sweetie's just trying to play it off like, no, I meant to do that. Just what?
And cats being cats, when they want to check in on how each other's doing, they give their butts a little sniff. Any cat that does that's going to get a little static shock on their nose.
As I walk in, being clearly the smartest amongst us, I just facepalm.
Facepalm.
I just facepalm.
Palm. You just, yeah, that's it. Just
facepalm.
You just palm.
So if you do that and you're facing away from the north, does that make it a southpaw?
Yes.
That was a stretch. I'm just saying that was
a little bit.
Whiskers, give me a coat roll. Wrinkles, sorry. Wrinkles.
I was like, who the hell is Whiskers?
Who's that fake cat? What kind of cat name is Whiskers? Come on.
It's a Pomeranian in costume.
Ooh. I got 4 if none of my reputations come into play.
So you got 4 evens.
Correct.
That is, you needed 3, so you can get 1 style point, and the liquid that you drank does not mutate you.
Oh, damn.
Mutate.
I'm going to groom. I need to groom myself. I'm looking ridiculous. Right. There's a lot of
liquid.
And so
your
the
Ferris
machinery
got like smoke on it.
Well, I meant to do that. It's my brand.
Sweetie, when you groom yourself and you lick the shocked parts of you, it tastes like charcoal. It is horrible. But the others are looking.
Hi.
You bit into one of the wires, didn't you?
Yes, because I'm brave.
Right, you're the bravest amongst us. I'm sorry, I didn't mean any front. There's a button.
What? A what?
I want to jump up on the counter where I saw the board that I saw her looking at earlier, and just start mashing buttons until I can find one that might turn everything off.
Well, the power is already off to all the equipment,
yeah,
so
now
you're smacking around dead equipment now.
Oh, okay.
The overhead lights start to flicker a little bit.
Can I check to see if the humans are still okay? Or did someone's interaction hurt them?
What? They all left.
Yeah,
all the
the ones that
researchers
were
left.
on the bed.
Yeah, they were all
On the
researchers.
beds. No, they're
They all
gone.
left.
Oh, okay. They all left.
They all
Okay,
left.
sorry. I misunderstood.
It's okay.
Yeah,
So
He had to wait till he
congratulations,
left.
job done. Good job, cats.
We destroy it.
You just
Yeah.
messed up some shit, knocked over some water, whatever.
See,
You did good.
and Chad, you wouldn't let me take pyromaniac as a reputation, but that could have come in play.
I don't think I'm quite ready for that.
Just Wrinkles locked in on the fire.
It's okay. It's okay. We got what? 2 more hours of just cat role playing. Great.
We have
Okay.
2 more
Maybe
hours
a
to
little
destroy your
pyromaniac.
spirit. Yes.
Yeah, here we go. All right.
This is my
So
favorite.
good job, guys. What are you? Well, let's see. It's night time. Well, it's night hours, as close as that is on a space station. The night cycle has started. What do you guys? You guys just gonna do just random cat things, or there's anything particular that you want to do?
We gotta go on
before
patrol.
the next day. Go on patrol. Okay.
Yeah, Finn, here's what I'm thinking, right?
Mm-hmm.
These humans did some kind of weird thing with them, like brain things, or well, I don't know what they got. You know, weirdness.
Right.
Turnips.
Going into like the dreamlands, maybe, but with like colanders on their heads for spaghetti or something. I don't know what it is. But what if, when they go to sleep tonight, they've got some sort of like thing because of the thing, machines and everything? I'm just saying, I think we should go and find all the humans and wake them up and then ask them for treats. What I mean is patrol to protect them, getting treats.
Isn't it almost dinner time for them?
I don't know when they eat. They don't eat nearly enough. Also, I feel like they haven't fed us in a while.
We should
Yeah,
go
I'm
find
still
them.
hungry.
It's been 5 whole minutes.
They're in the messy place. What do they call it? The messy hole?
Right.
That's where they are. If it's dinner time, let's go find them. Do you want to go through the air vents?
All right.
No.
But,
Really?
oh,
Okay.
yeah. I mean, I go because I'm brave. Air vents are
Wrinkles doesn't
dangerous
like
and
the
I'm
air
dangerous.
Wrinkles doesn't like the air vents.
Why?
Make him sneeze.
Wrinkles is
It's
gonna
funny.
start walking towards the food.
Look, we're going to do this undercover, right? Like we're like undercover. We're going to go in a messy hole and then we're going to act like we're just there for food. We're going to get the food and we're going to see if they look weird or they act strange.
Okay.
They always look strange and look weird.
Right. But also they'll give us treats.
I like treats.
I try to stand on my hind legs. Hee, I'm a human. And then fall down.
Finn, you look ridiculous.
Thanks.
That's a really good impression.
Thanks.
But sweetie, I'm still confused because you said undercover and this isn't the sleeping quarters. There's no blankets.
What I mean is,
Don't
they're
bother,
gonna
they're
think we're
caught.
just there for treats, which we are, but also we're gonna look at them. Well, Finn will look at them, because Finn's good at that sort of a thing,
Thank
and
you.
find out if
Okay.
they're like mysterious, or I don't know, if there's a thing. They're messing with things they don't understand, is what I'm saying.
I
And
don't
it is
understand how this is any different than normal nights, but
Okay,
treats
so
sound great.
y'all are having this conversation while walking to the mess hall, right? Wrinkles, you were saying something?
I just want to get to the food. I want to get to
Wrinkles
them
gets there first.
when they're having dinner.
Okay, so you get there. It's it's getting towards the end of the dinner shift. So you all, well, Wrinkles is first, but then the rest of you show up, and you are the station cats. So when you show up, they have like your food bowl. Well, your multitude of food bowls that the quartermaster keeps full for all of you. They're there. There's like a water trough or something for you all to share too. And so if you want to eat, you can go ahead and do that.
Oh no.
A couple of the crew members see all of you come in as a group, and some offer you like little head scratchies and pets, and others try to ignore you.
Are any of them eating right now?
Yeah, well, most of them are, yes. And
So I'm
some
going to
of them
go get right in the middle of the table of the people who are like maybe about halfway done eating. And then I'm just going to kind of lay down on my back and just splay out. And I would like to use my reputation appetite suppressant to get them to no longer want to eat. And so I can have their food.
Wrinkles, no. Wrinkles, no. Okay.
Give me a roll.
What kind of roll is that? Coat? Because that's persuasion. So that'll be 13 die, 8 dice I'll be rolling.
He's
5
gonna get in
successes.
trouble.
You get 2 style points because you only needed 3 successes for this. And yeah, you do that, and they're like, the people at the table are like, some of them take their trays and start walking over to the disposal units. And one of them who knows your tricks just gives you a little bit of bacon and then just walks off.
Sit there and just nom on the bacon.
He just goes, that cat is hideous.
Have you ever seen a human turn green? Are they supposed to be that color?
I have a question.
The other urge to iron everything in sight now.
The other half of the people eating, what are they eating? Like, what's on their plates?
Well, let's see. So we're talking like space food here. So some kind of reconstituted, rehydrated meat product, some vegetable paste, some drink in a like squeezy thing like that, okay. And just nutrition. That's what they're eating.
Is it Soylent Green?
So, oh god,
I was thinking the same thing.
It's Soylent Brown.
Soylent Brown. Sad.
You really don't know what it's made out of.
Princess Warm Tummy's gonna hop up on the table and go to the nearest person and just put her paw in whatever paste stuff is on the plate.
What are you doing? That's their food.
You taste the nutrient paste?
Yeah, she's like, puts her paw in the paste and is like, this is mine.
The crew member that you did that to is like, just tries to like shoo you away. And then you have like a paw with nutrient paste on it. And you taste it, and oh wow, the cat food actually tastes better than the human food.
Oh. Finn and I are undercover trying to figure out if the humans are infected with weird machine badness. I don't know. I'm not really observant because that's not what I do, but I'm going to pretend like it's what I do. And I'm going to walk around like I own the place and being observant, but okay. Chances are.
So you're going to investigate the people that were on the tables, right?
Yeah, I'm going to do like a walk around, like give them a sniff, checking them out, seeing if there's any weirdness.
Okay. You're going to give them the sniff test. Okay. So give me a face roll.
That would be, I think, pretty good for Sweetie. A 1. Sweetie's, and it's like Sweetie's walking around is very clearly about posture to everyone. Really, it's like, I'm checking out the humans. Look how cool I am. Oh, look at me walking around, checking out the humans, learning things about him.
You hear a comment from the back. It's like, looks like Sweetie got burned a little. Like, what is that smell? Oh God, what happened to the cat? And somebody, since you have the reputation of being pampered by humans, one of the crew members picks you up, sees that you're somewhat singed. She goes, "Oh, poor kitty," and tries to like brush some of the burnt fur off of you.
And then I get to get distracted by pampering. all of my undercover detective work is it's on hold right now. I'm just gonna get a little bit.
And so I'm just going to assume that this is how dinner goes. You guys are trying to investigate, but there's so many people to screw with.
Finn is nervously walking around keeping his tail like by his side and just watching everybody. He goes and takes his food bowl and like knocks 2 pieces of food out of it, and then like goes and sits in the corner and eats them quietly, then goes back over to his bowl, grabs 2 more, and then goes back over and sits quietly.
And you're watching.
Mm-hmm.
Roll your face.
Roll your face.
Your face.
Your face. 2 successes.
All right, you're not noticing anything out of the ordinary.
Mm-hmm.
And so dinner kind of goes on like this. Those of you that are actually trying to be observant here, like the researchers, the 4 that were in the beds are here eating. The head researcher is not. She is not in this room.
That's PT Soma's not here.
Yes, right. Dr. Soma is not in here.
Guys, I think that somebody needs to find the head person. We need to check on her because we already know she doesn't know how to play with string because she set it all up wrong. And that's already weird. So I'm going to go try to find the head circer person.
What? Just like a little bit more pampering, just as I'm like getting groomed by my human. Well, just one more.
It's fine. You can just catch up.
Okay.
Do I have her scent for? I know it's more of a dog thing, but do I have her scent like from when I was rubbing on her legs? Can I try to find her?
Sure. If you two want to do that, that's fine. We know what Sweetie's doing. Sweetie's a bit distracted. What is Wrinkles doing?
Just finishing up whatever little bits of food people have given him. He really doesn't like the cat food. He only eats people food. But then as he sees Finn and Princess leave, he'll go with them.
Okay. And so Sweetie is going to stay behind because...
And then once they all leave, I wait like another 3 beats, and then I just put my paw out and just hit the human in the face. Not with claws, but just, you know how cats do. I just hit the human in the face as a signal that I'm done.
This is your only warning.
And then I get out of like the niceness. Wow.
Right.
And then I trot off after.
I want Princess and Finn to both give me a face roll to see if you can track down where Dr. Soma is.
I had 3 successes.
And if you have something on like a reputation for like tracking or finding,
I have scavenger.
No, you're not trying to scavenge her.
It sounds like it almost. Scavenge her?
It's like I switched it there. It's like scavenging, just not for food.
No, all I've got's mysterious or the quickest, which means I could find her faster, but that's about it.
I got a big fat 0.
What did Finn get?
3 successes.
Finn, you track her down pretty easy. You go, her scent goes up to this closed door that you know is probably her quarters, and the door is closed. There's really no way for you to get in right here.
Is there an air vent?
Well, there's not a vent opening around here, but you, being the little tube rat that you are, knows that where the nearest air vent is, and you could probably use it to get into her room. And at this point, when you find the quarters, all the other cats show up. So you're all together. Now let's plan.
How do the humans get through these doors?
They walk up to the door opens, and then they walk in.
These doors are discriminatory against cats.
Well, the humans also, when they go into their room, they can lock it.
What if we were as tall as a human? If we all stand on each other's backs, we could.
I think that's a good idea.
I'll be the base.
Same thing.
You should be the base. You're the biggest. Okay.
I'll make a good base for cats to go.
You know,
Wrinkles, you can stand on my back.
I was originally going to say that this probably wouldn't work, but the thought of 4 cats stacked on top of each other trying to get a motion sensor to work, I'm just going to go ahead and allow that. Nobody has to roll for anything. The door opens. Because the mental picture is going to sustain me over the next week.
Just watching Sweetie go,
If only there was a trench coat nearby.
We're going to need to remember this one.
They're still only like 3 feet tall.
Fuck it, you get in.
Like whoever, like Princess Fluffy, but Princess Warm Tummy is on top, like reaching up, like.
And I imagine you're underneath her, and then you're on top of me.
That's how I saw it.
Right,
Hold still, guys. I almost got it.
The door opens, and then the 4 of you can just tumble inward.
And once I finish something, I'm like, get up, like, no, like I meant to do that. I meant to do that. It's all right.
And then when you get into the room, the doors close behind you. It's dark in here. The lights are very dim. I mean, she has like a window out where you can kind of towards the black hole. You can see like the stars and space out there, which isn't too much fun to look at. You do see she is in bed. It looks like she's already in her pajamas and she is asleep, because she does have the reputation of being awake for days doing research and then just crashing for a few hours.
Right. We should protect her from the Bogginses.
Okay.
Yeah, we need to wake her up.
No.
Princess Warm Tummy's just gonna, without listening to anybody, just gonna jump on her stomach. Because as we've established, if they're sleeping, they're in danger.
That's not safe.
So you're going to get a running start and just leap and land straight onto her solar plexus?
To protect her.
This isn't going to end well. Oh, no.
We'll do that. So you wait.
But we have to protect her.
Yeah, you wait till she rolls over on her back, and then you just full force of Princess Warm Tummy on her stomach. She wakes up with a kind of like a sharp exhale of air, and she coughs a little bit. And she sees you. She's like,
horror novel.
She sees
Four
you
cats in the room.
And she says, "Bubbles, how?" She looks around. She looks around the room. She's like, all the cats are in there, and is like, "I gotta call maintenance about that door."
I look especially adorable.
It's a computer. I said lock the door. Computer responds back, "Okay."
Best computer ever.
Princess Warm Tummy's just gonna sit like on her chest and put her paw on the doctor's cheek and just go, meow.
It's not creepy. The 4 cats on the station are all in her room at the same time.
I put horrible things in your mouth while you're sleeping.
One time when you were asleep, I put my hand in your mouth, put my paw on your tongue.
So
protein paste 4. I sure as hell wasn't gonna lick it off.
I feel like we should give her something nice. I'm just gonna grab something that is already hers and then drop it like on her. Doesn't matter. Like some human thing.
You delivered it from across the room.
Yeah.
Like her toothbrush.
Yeah. Just drop it on her. And then look particularly deliciously adorable, because I look adorable.
So while you all are doing this, so the Dr. Soma, she sits up and picks you up, Princess Warm Tummy takes you off her chest and puts you down to the side of the bed. And she's kind of like groggy a bit. She's like rubbing her eyes, and then she stops and she thinks, "Oh, I got to record this." And she runs over to her little desk and she pushes the little hollow record button. The little hollow recorder thing lights up and she starts talking into it, saying, this is Dr. Soma. This is such and such a date, talking about the experiment. The experiment with the universal unconscious seemed to be a huge success. tonight I was just sleeping and dreaming, and some shape, some form, some entity that says it exists in the dream was talking to me. And it was very lucid. It didn't feel like I was actually dreaming it. It felt like I was actually there. And she goes into like these details about what she was experiencing. And I asked the entity what its name was, and it said Bloody Mary. And I thought that was very weird, because that's like a young girl's game and stuff, very, very culturally different than my experience. But I thought it was really interesting that it identified itself as such when that wouldn't be something in my consciousness. So I must have tapped into something. And she just goes on more and more scientific explanation. It sounds like she talked to something from the dream that calls itself Bloody Mary.
Do I get is there a way for me to see if there's like a presence in here? You know how cats like stare off at this.
Roll face.
I will never get over that.
Is there a way to get under the bed? Like, is there a room under the bed, or like underneath?
Could I say this is where I could also apply the mysterious, my reputation of mysterious?
Justify that for me.
Given my mysterious nature and the fact that I've tapped into magic so well, I kind of feel like my magic or those things that are outside of the realm of the norm would be more in tune with, which is also why I'm nervous.
Yeah, sure. This is a one shot. Why not?
You're into the mysteries. Like, it's the mysteries of the universe. Get it?
All right, that would be 3 successes then.
I would like to roll face and fail at it terribly, because I feel like that's really in character. That'd be all right.
Sure. And what was Wrinkles doing?
Just looking if there's a way to get under the bed. Like, is there an under the bed area?
It's one of those beds that's kind of bolted to the floor. It's like a slab.
Is there anywhere that we can get underneath or behind something? Kind of like
chairs. There's chairs. There's like the desk. There's like the she has her own bathroom. There's
is there a toilet? Like a more traditional toilet, or is it more like kind of stuck to the wall? Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go kind of hide behind the toilet. It's a space
toilet.
I'm gonna hide behind this toilet.
You hide behind the toilet, and Finn, what'd you roll?
3 successes.
3 successes. Okay. You do see at the corner of your eye, it looks like a little black inky blob just kind of darts off into the shadows. And the doctor is still recording. It says, the entity said that with the machinery that I had made, I could help it come here. And that's a very fascinating application. And I think that requires more exploration. Actually, I'm going to go to the lab right now and see if the machinery is geared for that. And so
I'm going to distract her from moving by being completely adorable.
Okay, so roll coat plus pampered by humans to see if you succeed in distracting her. She's very focused on her work, so it is actually going to be very difficult.
I also was going to do something to distract her. I was waiting for that moment. So
I have a thing I'd like to do too.
Yes, we're adorable.
Okay, so you got 4. Okay,
I'm adorable.
Sweetie,
I'm luxurious.
What do you do? Do you like get on your back and do like cute little cat things, or what?
Well, because here's the thing, you've got to know how to deal with humans. You know what I mean? So like, you can't make it obvious. You have to make them want to like pet you by playing a little hard to get, but then also being in their face in case they don't pay attention to you. So I'm gonna like jump up to where the little hollow thing is, and then just sort of look a little sad and like big cat eyes, looking adorable, just looking like in the most sweetest, most innocent sort of cat-looking thing ever. My little diamondelle collar sparkling. Just looking a little neglected. Yeah, and then just
hell, I want to pet you.
Right?
So she stops and she's, oh, sweetie. And she's like scratching you under the chin and all that. What were the other two planning on doing?
That's the
sound that'll wake you up in the middle of the night.
You got the full body shakes. Oh, the best part. The full body shakes and the horrible sound, and then everything stops. You barf up nutrient paste all over the bathroom. Strangely enough, it still looks the
same. So
what was Princess Warm Tummy going to do?
I want to jump up on whatever she's using to record this and try to push all the buttons to turn it off and delete whatever she just recorded.
That's in space is a great idea.
Give me a face roll to see if you can remember what you saw about how she worked this thing.
Okay.
I like that we're, I know that we cats, we're not trouble. We're kind and giving. Sometimes we give them dead things.
Everything we do is for the benefit of the humans.
Right.
That's
including that.
Always
3 successes.
So, 3 to do. Oh, for that. Yeah, you actually managed to hit the erase button. So she's scratching Sweetie. She's paying Sweetie attention. And then Wrinkle starts barfing in the bathroom. She's like, oh, no. And then you go, boop. And then message deleted. She's like, no.
And then there's Ben, who's just...
At this point, she grabs the nearest thing close to her. It's like I don't know, like a stack of papers, in a manila envelope. And she's waving it. Goes, shoo, all of you, out. She starts swatting you in the back ends, trying to get you out of the door.
I just look so sad. I look so sad.
She don't care right now.
And then I looking at her so sad as she's trying to bat me out. I go, "Oi, I don't think she's buying it."
Boggin, there's something in the room. We can't leave.
Well, actually, she forces you all out, and the door closes right as soon as Finn says, "There's a boggin in the room."
And the door shuts on us in our faces.
Yes, and the door
That's rude.
Locked, and the symbol that says this door is locked is now hovering right over the door.
We can
See, there's a boggin in there.
I saw something. It darted into the darkness. There's a vent up there. We can get in.
So, I want who has the best tail?
5.
Me.
Okay, so best. Okay. So you would know the most about Dream and different types of boggins and stuff, and you also have the mysterious reputation. So you plunge into the mysteries a lot. So I want you to give me that roll. Roll your tail plus mysterious.
Okay. 3. That's 5 successes.
That is enough. That is just enough, actually. So as far as Denzians of the Dream and boggins happen, that the particular one that the humans call Bloody Mary, it usually is female, so we'll just say she. She manifests in mirrors in dark rooms. If you remember, the room in there was dark, and Wrinkles just barfed into the bathroom where the only mirror is.
We gotta move quick.
And you hear screaming coming from inside her quarters.
What? Just instinctually, I just ram against the door. That's not going to help. I know that, but I just do because I'm tough guy, cute cat. So I realize that's not how. I do not expect anything to happen besides just that's instinct.
No, that's fine. You just slam headfirst into the door because that's what cats do. You hear a loud noise, you go to run, and just bam.
Do your paws slide on the floor first before you get traction?
No. Sweetie rams his head into the door, and it scares the rest of you guys, and you scatter for a second.
I think
knocks your hat off to the side of it.
Princess Stormtummy's gonna look at Finn and go, "Yeah, Finn, where's the nearest air vent? Maybe we can get in that way."
It's, and I lead him off into the direction of the air vent. How? I mean, would it? Yeah. Anyways.
Well, you do have a reputation for being the quickest, so you can lead them there to the shortcut.
Okay, then I would like to do that.
Okay. So if you are going to lead everyone to do it, we'll hand wave it. You all get to the air vent. You navigate to the vent where her room is, that you could have just done instead of doing the cat totem pole thing. And so there you are. There's the closed air vent, and her room is dark, and it is very quiet in here.
I assume we're running to get to this point.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Wrinkles knows his place. He doesn't stop running. He just goes headfirst right into the vent. Wrinkles knows his.
He's
job.
learning. He's learning.
Give me a legs roll.
That's gonna be
for Wrinkles.
Oh, no, that's not bad. Ooh, 1, 2, 3. Yes.
All right, you slam like shoulder first into the vent. It opens and you go barreling out. Fortunately, the vent isn't as far from the ground as it is in the research room. So, what's your tail rating?
4.
Okay, so you land without a problem on your feet. Your shoulder's aching a bit though. All right, so you land.
I'll pop in after because
all three of you, all of you are going in there. Okay, and you're going to investigate. It's not like it's hidden. It's pretty obvious. You go into the bathroom and you see Dr. Soma is laying on the bathroom floor. Her whole face and down by the chest has been torn up to shreds, and she's laying in a very large pool of blood.
Oh, jeez.
Can I check any way to see if she's still alive?
Oh, she's dead.
Dead. Okay. No. Is the boggin still around?
Give me a face roll.
3 successes.
No, you do not see a sign of any boggins.
I lick her face so that she'll wake up.
No.
Nope. No, she doesn't wake up. You lick her face. I mean, you're licking around the blood, or are you kind of going for it?
I'm a cat. I don't care.
Right. I mean, I'm just thinking that scavenger reputation could come in handy right now. Anyway, so no, she doesn't wake up.
How did this happen in this world? They don't usually mess with humans here.
Boggins can cross over when they become powerful enough.
This one comes through the mirror in the dark rooms.
And then I kind of look up at the mirror that's in the room.
Oh, it's still there.
Oh no, I was just like signaling to it.
Princess Stormtummy's gonna look at the mirror and just go.
It doesn't react.
Good.
Gotta break all the mirrors then.
That's good.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
You gotta break the mirrors.
But won't that make more mirrors? Because then there'll just be a lot of little mirrors.
But then they're too small for them to come through.
Would it be too much of a stretch for me to put something together here?
What do you
You're
mean?
mysterious.
Her face is clawed up. We have claws.
Are they gonna think we did it?
I don't know.
We have to eat her face.
No. Dr. Soma was nice. I don't want your face.
Human faces aren't very tasty anyway. Not that I know.
I don't think that's a good idea.
How do you know?
Question.
What?
The longer we play, the more questions I have.
Are the
Someone check Trooper's refrigerator.
No, don't.
Are
check
the
my
claw
refrigerator.
marks large
Hey.
or are they cat-sized?
Somebody in the audience did just point out that he's wearing clockwork orange colored outfit. So.
I didn't have
are the
a
claws
fake eyelashes, though.
cat-sized? Like if we hold up our hand to it? Okay.
No, they're actually very large, almost like knives or cutlery were used. There's definitely not done by a cat at all. It looks like she was a victim of the good old ultraviolence. I mean, we're talking Clockwork Orange, right?
Violence.
I think Princess Warmtummy's gonna look at Wrinkles and go, "No, we can't eat her face. The claws these are too big. They wouldn't think it's us. They'll probably think it's what was that story? A Winnebago.
Ooh, wait, aren't Winnebagos that sort of food thing they eat sometimes? Kind of like bread?
With the fishy on it.
Yeah, well, I like the fish part.
Fish part's really good. The cheese part's pretty good too.
I don't
Now
know.
I'm hungry.
There was a story about a
I
Winnebago.
left
It was
something
like
behind the toilet if you want it.
no.
It looks like nutrient paste.
And with bacon bits.
Oh god.
I'm gonna yowl
No,
a
it
bit in
was,
case there are any boggins around. Make them feel threatened.
Okay, you
It
just
was the
start
story-
yowling.
Where a person ate another
threatening
person, and then they got all scary.
Yeah, you are very intimidating to whatever is left in this room.
Thank you. Try.
Should we let the other humans know? Should we bring them here?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
And I want to go back to the door, like the main entrance, and start meowing loudly at the
Okay.
door.
And since you're on the other side of the door, you
Oh
can
god, we deleted
use
the
the motion
evidence.
sensor to unlock it.
That's exactly what I was thinking too. We deleted anything that we had. Good job.
Good job. Delete the evidence. Good
We
job.
deleted the evidence. Oh god, okay.
That led into my fear about them blaming us, because here's 4 cats in the room, she's clawed to death, and all the evidence is gone. Wonder what space is
claw
like.
marks are obviously.
I'm gonna change the music to some Benny Hill music if you don't mind. I think that's more appropriate right now.
Yakety sax.
No matter what soundtrack your adventure starts with, it always ends up
Always
being
ends
yakety
sax.
All right, so you go and get the door open, and then you're just going to start yowling for help. Okay.
Have we ever seen them use any sort of emergency buttons or anything?
Mm-hmm.
Fire
Oh
alarms?
yeah, sure. You can pull on those. Why not?
Sure.
There's yeah, sure. She can hit like the I need help button in the quarters. We'll just do that. So you hit the button, and the little alarm chiming comes
Raven
on.
has been replaced by an
and
actual cat.
I see that. Or a druid.
that is called method acting.
That's very, yeah.
So method.
Right.
Right. And eventually security forces, the space station security forces come running up to the room. They see that the door is open, and there's just some cats milling about in there. And one of them
Yowling.
Yeah, yowling. And one of them has like a stun baton out and says, "Dr. Soma, you okay? You push the help button," and looks around and goes into the bathroom and sees the body, and she's like, oh no. And she gets on the radio and calls it in, putting the station on alert, saying that Dr. Soma has been killed, it looks like. But not by cats. So we're good.
I'm going to meow pitifully, my little rusty.
All right.
And
so, okay,
and just
so
dance around the feet.
Okay, so y'all are just in there looking all nervous and all that, and medical crew comes in, other doctors come in. Cause of death, it looks like she was torn apart by a large animal. It's kind of weird. Could explain, I mean, if there's an animal loose on the space station, could explain why the cats look spooked, but they haven't been doing any large animal experiments on here. So it's kind of death under mysterious circumstances. They put the tarp on her, they kind of, process the body and take her to the morgue area. What are you four doing after the humans are alerted that there may be a potential murderer on the space station?
Do they put a sheet over her, or do they put like one of those plastic tarps?
Oh, they put her in like one of those plastic zipped up body bag things.
Oh yeah, that's nice. I'm gonna go lay on that. Hypoallergenic.
Oh my goodness. I think Princess Swarmtummy's gonna start try to scratch the mirror so it's no longer reflective.
Okay, well, it's gonna take a while, but you're not making any headway.
I know.
At this, so,
but that's
one of
her
the
logic.
people. One of the people processing the scene and everything is trying to like picks you up and says, "Okay, well, we need to keep this place untouched," and kind of like shoos you out of the room. And actually, all four of you get shooed out so you don't tamper with the crime scene or evidence or what's going on, so the humans can figure out what's going on. If they were smarter, they'd already know, but that's humans for you. And you are locked out of these quarters. What do you do?
We should go like to where the other humans sleep and follow the ones that are going to sleep.
The one of the four that were like on there. I'd like to find them.
The four test subjects?
Mm-hmm.
You want to go find them? Sure. So the four that yeah, they're known as Williams, Connors, Taylor, and Moore. You can split up if you want. You can totally split the party.
They sound like
No.
a law firm.
They do sound like a law.
But they will get you your settlement fast. Don't worry. They specialize in that.
Yeah.
Oh, Finn.
I think Dr.
You know
Silva should
things.
call them.
Like mysterious things. You've always been a bit mysterious.
Yeah.
So, how do we fight these Bogginses? There's a Boggins that's trying to, harm our humans. Oh, she gave me good treats. I don't like that at all. So we got, how do we do it? How do we fight him? Where do we find him? How do we track him down? If I could track him down, I'll just.
You are very strong, so you could be able to fight him with your claws and fangs and tail. So that's the good side.
If you want to give me another tail and mysterious roll, maybe you'll have some insights onto how to fight this particular boggin.
Okay. Not as good, but 4
Not as good.
out of 8.
Right. So whoever had mentioned, the whole thing with mirrors was spot on. Bloody Mary actually can't really use any of her powers without the presence of mirrors and darkness. So bright lights in a room with no mirrors would be the best place to take her down. Or she does travel from mirror to mirror. So if you can pin her, I don't know. Y'all come up with a strategy for this.
What? Well, we know she moves by mirror. So what if we drew her out of the mirror, or like we were in a room and did the thing where we got in through the door, where we stood up and we were like, "Hey, look, we're a human," and I don't know.
We
could use
tuna
out. Well, she does come out when she is attacking.
So yeah, let's get some tuna. We'll put tuna in the bathroom, and then she'll come attack the tuna. I mean, that would draw me out.
Love tuna.
So
I don't want to. I don't want
Can opener.
They have those tear pouches now. I don't want to say that that's not a good idea because it's a really good idea, but I don't think she likes tuna.
How could you not like tuna?
It's a disparagement against cats everywhere.
It's
I
true.
feel like she's a monster because she don't like no tuna.
Not a
Yeah.
monster because she's a monster, but a monster because she doesn't like tuna. That's sound logic.
Mm-hmm.
So so she wants to eat humans because she's a Bogginses.
Yeah.
We gotta get her,
Right.
pull her out.
Yeah.
You can tell, right, that Sweetie's having a hard time because thinking is not what he does most of the time.
So we know she.
Y'all
can
smell
only-
burning again.
It's only him. It's only Sweetie.
Hey, sweetie, that smoke stuff's coming out of your ears again.
What?
Did you chew on another cable?
She can only attack through mirrors.
Okay.
But like I saw like the shape of her moving, right?
Well, so Boggins, when they first come out of the dream, they're like these little amorphous blob jellyfish type things. But when they
Which is
become
what I
more
saw in the
powerful,
real, right?
yeah, when they become more powerful, they take on form, and Boggins get powerful by feeding off of certain emotions from humans. Probably fear.
With my role, would I know that I have to break a mirror, or would marring it be enough to stop her from?
Making it non-reflective would prevent her from using it as a portal. You can be creative on how you choose to do that. I mean, even covering it would work.
Or what you think about getting her out of the mirror and then Wrinkles can vomit all over the mirror, so then she can't get back through the mirror. And we're like, oi, Bloody Mary. And then...
But then she would be out on the space station, and
Right.
she could kill she could attack the other humans.
I don't.
If she...
I
lost your
I
audio.
lost your audio.
Better?
Yep.
Yes. There you go.
Okay.
Might have just
You
slipped.
know that... must have. You know that if she does get stronger, she will be able to just do that. She'll actually... Most Boggins, if they become strong enough, they can possess a human as a host, and then they're near impossible to send back to the dream.
You're right about her being on the ship, but if we're there, we can take her down. I like Sweetie's idea. You know what we need? We need one of them, one of those mankins.
Oh, yeah, like they put their spacesuits on when they're not using them.
Yeah, like one of those. See,
How are we
can-
going to move it? It's heavy.
True. But we need something that we can sit in front of the mirror in the dark room so that it'll draw it out and then we can attack it. What if Sweetie puffs up and looks like a human in front, like if we could put in front of the mirror and then we can draw her out and then we can attack her. Sweetie's tough.
I mean, we could try.
Couldn't we just follow one of the humans?
Okay, that's a solid idea too. Sorry.
I like the mankins, but I feel like following a human's mind. But what about one of them 4 humans who was almost really cool wires? It was fun. Also, I still taste burning. But anyway,
she may have had contact with those 4. You don't know. This might bear more investigation.
We should find the other 4.
Right.
Yeah, we should check on them first, and then we can fight the Winnebago.
Yes, and you should
GM?
probably do that in less than an hour.
GM, can we read?
You are cats, so no. But
Well, we can
you
talk.
would
I don't know if
probably
we can
know
read.
like specific sign, and like probably be able to tell what the exit sign is, because you see a lot of humans exit from that and they refer to it as the exit sign. Like really, really common ones, possibly, but not. You're probably not going to be reading a book or anything like that you're not 100% familiar with.
So like no
We have, like-
T.S. Eliot books of poems or anything?
Yeah,
My
no.
God. We have like contextual knowledge of signs
So
and
meta.
things like that.
So meta.
Bye, Chad. Hi, Chad.
Damn it!
It's okay. You came back before you even left.
Yeah,
Really.
it just logged out and logged in. That was weird.
Perfect.
Okay, weird.
Right, let's find them humans, and maybe we could use them as, sacrifices, but not actually sacrifice them, but like a sacrifice to the Bloody Mary, because the Bloody Mary will come to get the sacrifice, but we don't let her get him.
You gonna stop her before she gets him?
Right.
Okay.
Using them as bait sounds risky, but
I didn't say
can't
bait.
move them.
I said sacrifice. Different.
That's worse.
Oh. Sorry.
I don't think we can move the mannequin, so that sounds like our best bet.
Okay. Well. Okay.
Sacrifice.
So where are these humans?
Well, let's see. We got Williams and Connor and Taylor and Moore
And associates.
and associates
At law.
at law. I feel like we just gotta go to them. Feel like we let Finn take us through the what's not, but
Air vents?
That's right. That's the word.
There are doors. We can just walk through the doors and hallways. Vents are
But-
for not fun.
But I like the vents.
Okay,
You don't get stepped on. You don't get stepped on if you're in the
I've never been
vents.
stepped on.
Well, no, but you don't move around as much as I do.
That's true.
I don't move around at all if I can help it, unless I'm on the hunt.
Okay.
So where are we going?
Air vents.
No, what room are we going to?
Oh, now you're asking all these complicated questions.
Well, wouldn't they be in the sleeping room?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean,
Are
they're
they-
sleeping rooms.
Are they
Oh,
crew
wow.
cabins or are they like bunkhouse? Or are they?
Do
are
we
they
know
individual?
where these four particular people
Yeah.
sleep?
Like I can get you the event, but I don't know where they are.
Okay.
No audio.
I mean, how
Okay,
many
hey,
humans
Chad.
are even on this space station? I bet we know them all. Been here for. We have object permanence.
Now you have to mime everything for us, Chad.
Cat Wrangler's
Sure.
like, no.
The next
you don't.
hour is just charades to get us through the next 5
Yes.
minutes.
I love it.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, we got you.
It's like the
That's
push to talk
weird.
isn't working really well, or if it's. Are you on push to talk or are you on voice activated?
I'm on push to talk. I just
Okay.
gotta push it harder. I must have. I don't know. My finger's not going far enough.
Dun, 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 dun.
All right. So, which researcher are you going to try to help first?
Sherman
William
Williams.
Sonoma.
Sherwin
We want the
Williams.
William Sonoma.
Yes.
Sherman Williams Sonoma. It's a
Sherman
three-name.
Wi- it is, yeah.
Her maiden name was
Hyphenated.
Williams.
General
Yes.
Sherman Williams.
Sure.
Sonoma.
Is that like the couple name for if Williams and Dr. Soma got together? Is Williams and Sonoma?
No.
Yes.
No relation. No relation. So y'all are going through the air vents again.
Because
Finn,
Wrinkles likes
give
it
me a-
best.
Give me a
Yes.
phase roll to see if you can get to the right place via the air vents.
Oh, I hate these.
It's so dusty in here.
What do we roll face?
Just
No,
face.
it's 2 successes.
I got 1 success.
Okay. So you eventually manage to get to the quarters of Williams Sonoma, but you run afoul of one of the vent cleaning drones, kind of like the vent Roomba, and
Hi, Harold.
yeah, just a little like it freaks you out a little bit, but you get around it and get over to the quarters that you are looking for, and there you are again closed vent, quarters. What do you do?
Wrinkles,
look
do
at
that magic.
Wrinkles.
We all just look at Wrinkles.
It's a Cattering ram.
Princess Wormtummy just puts a paw on her nose.
Yeah.
I don't like touching my nose. It's always cold.
But you're really good at vent opening.
I'm gonna go
like a
over and just kind
special
of like
skill you
paw
have.
at this one and see if I can just push it open.
Use your legs.
Oh, 4.
You push it open and don't fall through.
How far of a
You're
drop
really
is
good
it?
at opening.
It's the same drop as all
In the
of y'all
quarters?
should be
Okay.
fine. But you push the vent open and the vent actually falls and slams down on the floor, alerting the person in here.
Sherman Williams.
They you hear
General.
Yeah. Actually, you hear the shower is going and just, who's there? And then this woman just gets out the shower, is looking and sees just the vent has fallen, looks up, sees the vent full of cats.
I jump down. Just start walking away. Matter of fact, actually, I'm gonna. Since I was the one pushing it open, did she only see me?
If the others want to back away, sure.
Okay, so I'm gonna jump down and go to the other side of the room, and I'm gonna stick my butt in the air and show off my cat butt, and I'm gonna use my can't look away ability to get her to pay attention only to me.
Cat butt.
Why the hell do you have that?
Have you ever seen a Sphinx cat?
Yes, they're hideous.
And you can't look away.
It's like a train wreck.
So roll your quote and your coat and can't look away.
Yeah.
4.
Oh my god.
It's 7 dice.
You get a style point for that because you only needed 3 successes. So she's just standing there. You go running and you show your butt, and she's like standing there, dripping wet, naked because she just got out the shower. Look at this Sphinx cat waving its butt at her, going, "Oh my god, that's a cat!" And just stare, just
Dead center.
right
We
in.
use that
Looking for the
distraction
exhaust
to get
port.
in.
More
Unseen.
fixated than Luke Skywalker.
Oh god. Oh god. They sell a product. It's a little jewel that you fit.
Yep. And it goes on the tail and just hangs down.
Just like there.
Stay on target. Stay on target.
She's like,
Just literally giving her the stink eye.
oh my god.
I just lost my train of thought. What are the rest of y'all doing?
We're getting to the bathroom.
Hideous
I
cat
think
is
we're distracted as
her.
well.
It worked on everyone.
So powerful
It's
it
like
broke through the
Yzma
fourth wall.
every time Yzma does something like.
What are the layouts of their bathroom like? Everyone has the same sort of general layout for their quarters.
Yeah, it's pretty universal. Like I said, this is a corporate space station, so modular is popular. So the shower, so the toilet is actually in the same kind of cubicle area as the shower. It's like a shower toilet kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
There's a sink. There's a mirror over the sink. There's like shelves on either side, just like for medications, like the medicine cabinet and all of that. So yeah,
Hiding places.
Hiding places. Behind the toilet.
Yep.
There's definitely a hiding place. There's
Bar free right now.
yeah, there's like under the chairs, under the little with the leg wells for the desks, things like that. In here, there's no spot under the bed, under the covers, in the air vents, but that's kind of already been taken. And those would be your hiding spots.
I think Princess Wormtummy is going to become one with the sink bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Just curl up in the sink bowl and get ready to pounce at whatever comes out of the mirror.
Using your non-Newtonian fluid form.
Yep. Exactly.
Well, there is a cat trick called sneak.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, how do I do that?
So what you do is, what is your tail rating? Is it good, strong, or best?
It is good. I have 3.
Okay. You can move through a darkened area without being seen by anyone. So if you stick to the shadows, you have to use roll your tail, and then if you can stay in the shadows, you will be unseen.
Okay. Can I use the protective reputation?
That works. You're doing this to protect a human, sure.
Cool. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
Right. You are unseen. You are invisible. Even the other cats can't see you. Right. So we know what Wrinkles is doing. What is Sweetie doing?
Well, this is what I'm thinking, right? If she's taking a shower, the mirror's all fogged up, so like Bloody Mary can't come in right now, but might come in a little bit later. So if we can hide out in the room, we can just pounce. Stake out.
You're way smarter than you let on.
What?
You're way smarter than you let on.
Thanks.
Welcome.
Oh, God. I'm gonna go and get in the shower right behind the curtain, waiting.
Shower's still on.
Oh no, I don't want that then. That's
Spraying water everywhere.
Is
I
it?
don't like that.
It's audibly we can hear it.
Yes.
I get a little
and
more excited.
If a cat gets wet, they cannot use magic for 24 hours.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that sucks because the Bengals like to play in water.
I was
Okay.
gonna say that's great for me because I don't get wet.
Just a little play. It's different than soak it. You can make it touch it.
No, like Bengals like to jump into
Oh
the
yeah,
water.
Bengals like,
Yeah,
Bengals
I'm
like to
talking
swim.
like drowned rat kind of wetness will prevent you from using your magic. So you can still, there's still another place if you want to hide in the bathroom, you totally can, but just away from the shower.
I'm gonna try to hide, maybe behind the toilet.
Okay.
Sneak in there.
All right. Let's see. This is you're gonna have to be careful where you tread. So give me a legs roll to see if you can hide behind the toilet without getting wet.
I'm gonna do it.
And I did not think I would say that sentence when I woke up this morning.
But aren't you glad you did though? You're like, no. 4.
Wow, you are behind the toilet. You get a style point because you only needed 3, and you do not drench yourself. All right, so what is Finn doing?
I'm going to hide as close to the bathroom as I can, but maybe not in it, like under the desk or something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm using sneak.
Okay. And your tail is best. So actually, with you, you can pass over sleeping people without disturbing them from their rest. You are very sneaky.
Could I wait in the vent until she laid down to go to sleep, and then if I needed to move into the room, I could?
Yeah, you totally can.
I guess this is where I ask you guys. We're in this room and we have a sacrifice.
We do.
Are we gonna try to get her to turn off the light and then have I don't know, does she have to be in the room where the mirror is?
I would say probably, yeah. I was gonna follow her back to the shower.
Okay, so what you can all do, and so y'all snuck in, she doesn't know the rest of you are in here. If you want to remain hidden, there is another trick called hide in plain sight. Any cat with a good tail, if people in the room have their backs turned to you, you are invisible. And if they turn back around, they will not see you.
Is mine with best, I can actually hide without them having to be
No.
with their
With
back
your
to me.
tail as best, you can hide literally with they're looking at you and they blink and you just vanish.
Don't
Okay.
blink.
Cats are tricksy.
I love it.
So all of you, we'll just say all of you can, except for Wrinkles, are completely unseen and unnoticed. Wrinkles, are you going to release her from your charm effect?
Well, I want because I know that they need to be kind of just still distracted while she gets back there. I'm gonna walk back to the shower with her, and then kind of only release her from that charm while I'm standing like right by the shower curtain as she's behind me.
Okay, so you go walk in. She just kind of like shakes her head. She's like, "Ew," and she just goes back to the shower. She's got soap in her hair and stuff, so she has to finish washing. Then she turns off the shower. She starts toweling herself off, drying. She's like kind of shooing you away with her foot. She's like, "How did you get in here, you hideous fucking cat?" She does not like you very much.
That sounds like a term of endearment for Wrinkles.
Yeah. As she gets to the mirror in the sink, I assume that's where she's gonna be going next. I won't.
Yeah, she's kind of like using the towel to kind of wipe off the fog of the mirror. She's
I
gonna
want to
brush
jump
her
up and
teeth.
turn the light off.
Okay.
I'm gonna get ready for murder.
Okay.
Yep.
So
Same.
since the lights here are, I mean, they're hand length for a human, and it's one of those push things. That's super easy for a cat to just jump up and hit. So you're gonna do that. Anybody who is looking at the researcher in the mirror sees that as soon as the lights go off, you see the reflection of Williams, and behind her in the reflection, not in real life, is like this withered corpse looking thing, and she just sees that in the reflection. She starts screaming, and then Bloody Mary's hand just comes out, going straight for her face. Now, here we go with initiative, guys. So let's look up the combat rules real quick. I don't have them memorized because I only run this game once a year.
We're ready.
Let's be fair. Every 6 months.
Was it 6 months?
I don't know.
It was.
Probably, I don't know.
Who knows? Whatever. I don't know. Let's see.
You should run it much more often.
It's a good one.
Possibly.
I
We'll
would
see.
definitely
talk
bring
about it
Finn back.
We'll talk about my rates.
It was March.
Sweetie's just hanging out, ready to have a good time and maybe a little bit of tuna.
Okay, so actually, since all of you, with the exception of Wrinkles, because you're the one that turned off the light, the rest of you were primed and ready to attack, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I need all of you. Let's see here. You can choose to roll either your claws or your fangs, whichever one is highest, whether or not you're going to be biting or clawing at this boggin. So we'll just start. Everyone roll a d6, and we'll just go from lowest to highest, just to make it easiest.
I got a 6.
I also got a 6.
Okay, and Sweetie got a 2.
Yep.
All right, what do you do?
I will
Well-
defer to Princess Wormtummy. Oh, you said who is the lowest or highest?
Lowest goes first.
Lowest.
Lowest. Okay.
So,
Yeah.
Sorry.
So,
Oh, okay.
Trooper.
Well, I'm gonna. You know how cats can just spring out of things? They just.
No, not at all.
I know it's surprising. Cats, they're so subtle.
What y'all been doing this whole game? Yeah, sure.
I'm going to spring out, and I am going to just like sink my claws deep into this hand, because if there's one thing that cats know how to do, it's attack hands when they're moving. And I'm gonna like deep in there. It's gonna be really good.
Start
We're
a
gonna
little
say,
bunny rabbit kick.
yeah, a little bunny rabbit kick. We're gonna.
So, are you going to add your what was it, dirty fighting to this?
I am. I feel like that's what I feel like I need to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And Bloody Mary is going to roll her defense. Wow. Okay. So I got like 0 successes on that. You got 5 evens.
I did 5 evens.
So you just dealt 5 scars to her. Holy crap.
Wow.
Okay.
Like, here's the thing about Sweetie. Sweetie's a little bit heavier than he looks, and he just puts all of his weight right in, just like claws. You know, cats have those claws, and you're like, am I going to get a disease from this right now? Do I need tetanus? This is like the tetanus claws.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is exactly what's going through Bloody Mary's mind. Yeah. So
First and foremost.
Right, so she hasn't been able to act yet. So out of Warm Tummy and Finn, who's going to go next?
Princess, I'll defer to you.
All right.
Okay.
So give me an attack roll if you choose to do so.
I am. So Princess Warm Tummy is just going to do the noise. And let's see. I'm going to use Fangs, so that's 4. And I've got Protective, that's 2. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4 successes, and I have style points I'm not afraid to use if I need to.
Yes.
All right, so let's see here. So because she got 4 as well, so y'all canceled each other out. However, if you choose to use Panache, let's see. Each even kept in this way counts as an automatic even. So for each style point you use, you can spend a style point for an extra even, for an extra success. So you can spend as many as you want, and each one that you spend will give her an extra scar.
I have 3, and I will spend all 3.
Wow.
So
She's at 8 scars right now. Okay.
So what I'm thinking is, you know how if cats get super riled up, they can somehow become just like a vice grip with their mouth? Just sinking the teeth into the arm and then just becoming permanently
like
attached there.
Speedy is doing too.
Yeah.
I'm hoping to pull because we don't want her to escape, right? So I'm hoping we can pull her out of the mirror so she can't get, like we hope we can get, like if we can get her out of the mirror, then maybe she can't escape.
Tug of war. Tug of war.
Yeah.
2 cats.
It's the Princess Worm Tummy just has bitten into
I'd
the
like
arm
to
and
think
is
he's just
also bunny
shocked, but I
kicking.
think he's frozen. That look as they just completely destroyed the DM.
This is what it looks like.
Here we go again.
When DMs cry.
Oh no! Just push it real good, and then this is what it looks like when GMs cry. And
there we go! Yay!
Hi, you're back.
We're back.
Room I'm in. Sorry, guys.
That's all right.
Oh, Bloody Mary got me.
No!
No!
All right, Finn, what are you doing?
I mean, you do keep saying the name.
We are trying to pull Bloody Mary out of the mirror if possible.
To go, wait, what? Are there any combat tricks?
Oh, hell
yeah.
Because I am not very
Hell
good
to
with
the yeah.
fangs or claws.
There's actually one trick called the Fighting Frenzy, where if you can use it if your tail is good or better. Basically, what happens is, let's see, okay, so your tail bonus, what's your tail bonus? 5. So you spend a life, you get 5 attacks.
I'll do it.
Wow.
And you know how that's what cats do when they just get all amped up and they're just a ball of fur and they're just going ballistic on things? That's pretty much what you're doing.
You hurt my humans?
Oh, Finn's getting saucy.
So,
Right.
fangs or claws, is that right?
Fangs or claws, yes.
And I do that 5 times?
Yeah, that's you get 5 actions. They don't all have to be attacks, but you get 5 actions in this combat.
Okay, so
you could attack and pull.
Okay, so the first is an attack with my fangs.
Before you roll, can I posit that you get an extra die for an advantage? I would like to posit the advantage, the extra die that Finn should get because both Sweetie and Princess Warm Tummy are hanging on to Mary.
It's a lot harder for her to move out of the way with 2 cats hanging from her arms. Right. Okay.
So I would like to pause an extra die bonus.
Sure.
Okay. Cool. Thank you. In that case, it's 3 successes to latch on with my fangs.
Just roll his eyes.
Yep.
And then I'd like to try to pull her, like swinging my weight to try to pull her. I'm not the biggest of the cats amongst us, but
So
I'd
how
like to
many
try it.
how many successes did you get on the attack?
3.
Okay, so she got 4, so that attack
Okay.
misses.
Can I spend
So
some?
you jump and you sail through the air and completely miss the arm that has 2 cats hanging off of it.
Once.
Once. Okay.
I
and
hit the
you
toilet
can-
bowl, spring back in the other
Right.
direction.
You have 4 more actions, so you can do that. You can spring back and attack again. So roll again.
And I think I have like 3 style points or 2 style points.
I think you got 3.
Okay, so I'm gonna use them to try to counterweight. I want to try to grab on and pull her. I'm gonna burn in those, giving me 5 successes.
All right, so that gives a bonus of 3. So she takes some extra starts, and you start pulling. So the rest of her starts coming out. Her head is out, and she just starts shrieking. She's, "Let go of me, you damn cats!"
And just to be fair, that was a total of 5, accounting the 3. I only had 2 successes, so
That's fine.
Okay.
So
Okay, I just want to make sure.
have 3 more actions.
Go Finn. I mean, go Finn.
Let's keep trying to claw at her. I'm trying to. Is her face out now?
Oh yeah, so her head is
gonna-
out, and she's screaming at you.
I'm gonna make like my favorite miniature giant space hamster and go for the eyes, boo.
Okay.
That's 3 more successes.
Ooh, you give her 1 scar to the face, and it looks like the other cats are kind of clawing and biting at her, and she's kind of reacting to that. You claw her face, and that looks like it really did some damage to her. Even though you didn't hit her that bad, it looks like this is her weakness. She's very
I've got
vain.
2. Yeah. And I've got 2 left, right? Okay. I'm gonna try
Yes, 2 more actions.
I'm gonna back feet kick her, so I'm gonna try to claw her this time. Ooh, that's only 1 success though.
Maybe she'll roll a 0.
Maybe.
And that does nothing to her.
Yeah.
She defends. So you have 1 action left, right?
Yep, and I'm doing the same thing. I've latched on now, and I'm just trying to claw her with my back feet as much as possible. So that roll is 3 successes.
Oh no.
We lost him.
We're all broken now.
Oh.
Wait,
which
I
means
can
I'm
still
the
hear
cat
you.
wrangler.
Can you still hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, we can still hear you.
Oh, there you are.
Like, what the hell is going on here? This is weird. So I heard all of that. So you got.
Sorry for what I said.
You said you had
3 on that last one.
3 on that last one. She only got 2 evens, so you do 1 extra scar to her. Basically, with all the scars and the pulling that you did, the 3 of you managed to pull her bodily out of the mirror in front of this researcher who's screaming her head off right now, seeing these cats pull like this fucking extra dimensional corpse out of the mirror and start like clawing at her.
And I just go, Wrinkles!
Still naked.
Well, she had the towel wrapped
Oh, that's
around her.
And I'll just say, Wrinkles, cover the mirror. Do something with our mirror.
She goes running out. The researcher, Williams, she's screaming. She runs out of her quarters in that towel down the hallway, screaming her head off. And now the 4 of you have a boggin who's horribly injured on the bathroom floor, and it does look like she's trying to go back for the mirror. So one of you, Wrinkles, it looks like you're the only one that can act now this round. You can do something really quick to make sure she can't get through this mirror, because with her turn, she will jump through that mirror.
But okay, so earlier Finn was telling us about the boggin and fighting them, and said something about bright light. What does that do exactly?
Well, she manifests in rooms with mirrors that are darkly lit.
Sure.
So if she's bodily in an area where the room is bright, it would either be distracting or harmful to her. You're not sure what, because you weren't really paying attention.
Yeah, I really wasn't. So is there a chance that I could leap up, flip the light on, and then kick off and pull my signature move, evidently, and slam myself into the mirror, trying to break it?
I thought your signature move was vomiting, but hairballs. I don't know.
I don't know that vomiting is going to cover the mirror enough, and I don't know that I want to actually describe projectile diarrhea right now. So let's just go with breaking the mirror.
He's not sure if he wants to. Just putting that out.
After
I've done enough gross things today.
If only you had the reputation for covering mirrors with vomit, this would have been so much easier.
Wrinkles, I know we don't really like the vet, but when we're done, you really should get that checked out. I'm worried for you, buddy.
So is that something that I could double take, maybe using some sort of cat move spell thing, or?
Well, let's see. Let's look at here.
I also have 5 style points.
Give you extra. Yeah, Fighting Frenzy would give you extra actions. Let's see. Door Slip wouldn't work. Fallen all four. No tricks would be appropriate here. If you're just looks like you're just doing raw strength. And so, like we said before, raw strength was legs. So you can jump up on the wall and kick off and pile drive basically into the mirror. If you use style points, that gives you extra panache.
Cool. So I can do that with kicking on the light as well.
You can do that.
One leg roll and then tell you how many successes I got with style points for extra panache.
Yes.
Okay.
You tell me how many evens you rolled and how many style points you would like to spend for extra evens.
I rolled 3 evens. I will spend 4 style points for a total of 7.
Yeah. You do it with style. Like it's elegant. You jump up. You do like a cool little like kitty backflip, and you get up against the wall and you like lean back like a spring, and then you jump forward and you just kind of like cannonball barrel into the mirror, shattering the mirror.
Perfect.
Glass goes everywhere. You got so many, you did it so skillfully, you don't even get cut up by the glass. Nice. It's raining mirror shards everywhere. You land in the sink. And
you don't look behind at the explosion. It's just
boom. Just the glass explodes everywhere.
Cool cats.
And
slow motion falling like Neo with all the shards falling around him.
Rains all over everywhere, especially because you got like those
doves
glasses on.
The prestige.
The Aristocat.
And so now Bloody Mary's route of escape has been cut off. She is horribly injured. She's gonna try to take one of y'all.
I got the light on too.
That's what you want to do. You kicked off the light switch and did that. Oh, the light's on. The mirror's gone. She can't act. She's just screaming. The 4 of you just make short work of her at this point. You did a horrendous amount of damage to her that was unexpected. So, yeah. She dissolves back into dream stuff. She goes back into that tiny little amorphous blob form, and one of you eats her.
I would like to do a thing that I saw in the room.
Yeah, what would that be?
I would like to give my reputation as I would like to bestow reputation upon Finn as a vicious, dirty street fighter. It means I cannot use it for the rest of the game, but now Finn will have the reputation as a vicious, dirty street fighter.
Yeah, that's cool.
Level 2.
Okay, so a cat has recognized your accomplishments in the presence of other cats. So you now have a reputation as a vicious, nasty street fighter.
And I go, "Oi, Finn, you all right, mate?" I just give you a little bit of chuck, right? Just give you a little cat head bump.
Thanks, sweetie. I'll never be as good as you, but thank you.
Finn, you and I are gonna have to go get a bowl of milk one of these days.
Oh, you honor me.
And while you guys are doing this, more security people come running into the quarters with Williams behind them, still clutching the towel and everything. It's like, there's something in the bathroom, and they go in the bathroom. The mirror's shattered. There's cats laying around, and there's nothing else in there. And she's, I swear to God, there was like some like hideous corpse thing was grabbing at me from the mirror, and
I look adorable.
Yeah.
I move between her legs.
And so the security guards are like, so a lot has happened tonight. We've had a murder. You might be reacting to that a little bit. She's like, I'm not crazy. And it's like, we think you need to go talk to the ship doctor. And you guys, while they're having this conversation, she's insisting she's not crazy, and the others are talking to her like she's a startled horse. The four of you just walk out, and I don't know. How are you going to celebrate? How do cats on a space station celebrate killing a boggin?
Want to go get a bowl of milk?
Well, too right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wrinkles.
The boggin tasted terrible. I need something that flavor out of my mouth.
So y'all could probably hit up the quartermaster for some treats, especially because Sweetie knows exactly how to get what Sweetie wants out of a human. All right, so let's see. You know what? Let's just see how effective Sweetie is at this. So go your coat plus pampered by humans, and see how many evens you get.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, that is enough for, a nice warm meal, like canned food and treats for all of your friends. There we go. And you all get lots of head scratchies because you are good kitties. And none of the humans know exactly what happened on here, but at least for tonight, they are safe again.
Well, General Sherman Williams Sonoma knows something. And she likes us.
Yes, but right. She's about to get placed on a whole lot of medication, but that's like a whole other story right now.
Oh,
no.
I feel bad.
These treats have cornmeal in them.
Cornmeal gives them projectile diarrhea.
Wrinkles, are you lactose intolerant? Can you drink milk?
No, I have 20 toes.
Oh. Okay.
That's too many. It's sort of the opposite.
Extra toast tolerant?
So are we just going to fill the next 30 minutes with cat puns now? Is that what we're going to do?
We have to break into the infirmary so we can give General Sherman Williams Sonoma love. Because we're cats.
And eat her medication.
Maybe also that.
Wrinkles, maybe.
Wrinkles needs it.
Oh my god.
Wrinkles, are you okay?
So I was gonna try to say something, but I couldn't stop laughing. So Princess warms up. He's gonna look at Wrinkles and go, oh, wait, if you don't like those treats, are you gonna finish those?
No. Do you want the ones I ate?
No. Just the ones you didn't eat.
Gotta just bap them over.
Nom. She'll eat the extra treats.
We gotta make sure they can't use that machine again. We gotta make sure General Sherman Williams Sonoma feels alright, but we gotta make sure that machine's not used at all.
I'll go stay with General Sherman Williams Sonoma.
And retreating back to the air vents to make my way to the end.
Okay. So I guess we'll just do like a quick epilogue here. So what the results of everything that happened tonight, given that there were some notes and research studies done on what was going on here. What was going on was the research station, their main research here was the effects of proximity to a black hole on human sleep patterns. Throughout the course of that, they discovered a way to tap into the dream, because mortals eventually they
go everywhere. Yeah.
They figure things out eventually. It just takes a super long time. And so, given the reactions, like somebody was killed horribly, somebody is obviously had some weird kind of psychotic break that night. They've decided to discontinue that type of research.
Yay!
that Dr. Soma was spearheading, just because it had bad psychological ramifications for the participants. It would have been unethical to continue, and the corporation figured it would be unprofitable as well, which is the real reason why they discontinued it. Because who the hell wants to talk to other people in their dreams? That's creepy. And
there's an 80s movie all about it.
Yeah. So what I think we need to do then is let's just go through all the cat characters, and we'll do like in a movie where it's a freeze frame and then kind of like the epilogue of what happened to them. So if you need a minute to get really creative, just go on ahead with that, and whoever's ready to go, just let it flow, spit it out.
Do we have what's our background music? I need to know what our score, background score is. Do we get like kind of like a nice what's our sound?
Like, what do you mean?
Like when our epilogue is playing, what's the ending music? What was the song? Outro song.
You mean besides Yakety Sax?
Yes.
My Heart Will Go On by Celine Dion.
Leaving on a jet plane.
If the spirit moves you, that's fine. I think like a nice kind of like hopeful, kind of triumphant, kind of science fiction-y type thing. Not like the outro. I'm not gonna say the outro to like Star Wars or something like that, but just triumphant and instrumental.
So I have mine if you're.
Go ahead.
So as the credits start to roll, you see that Jonesy finally is able to feel fulfilled here, and decides that he's as things break up, he's adopted by a woman. Jonesy, as he's known to the humans, is adopted by a woman from another corporation, Wayland Industries. Her name is Ripley, and they go off in some exciting adventure somewhere.
I'm very concerned, but I'm sure it'll be fine.
It'll be fine until the sequel. Until the sequel.
Until the sequel. Finn is seen stalking about the air ducts, a little less belly on the ground and a little more confident. He, unbeknownst to the humans, is very well keeping all of the duct cleaning units under strict guidelines. He's created a series of SOPs, but since he can't write, they're all in his head. But Harold, who runs the evening shift, Becky, who runs the morning shift.
Wasn't
James,
Harold the name of the Roomba?
That's exactly. They're all. He's named them all. He orchestrates them, and when they're not in operation, he sits in the small service area where they're all at, just pondering the mysteries of the universe and cats in general.
And Sweetie, you have to imagine, I suppose, kind of like a slightly Guy Ritchie sort of thing, where Sweetie's like just lying in this cat bed, just super relaxed and being petted, and then Sweetie looks up and there's a little freeze frame. You can feel the little evil glint in the eye as Sweetie notices something in the corner and just gets up and then just moves over and right around the corner, pounces on some rats and mid pounce, because Sweetie sort of basically is going to be sort of carried along by the quartermaster wherever they go, and gets to live this life of luxury, but also when nobody's looking, ultra violence.
and he's gnawing on one, and another one is trying to sneak away, and this bolt of lightning just comes out and zaps it, because now you've eaten so many electrical cables, you have power over lightning.
He's got a taste for electricity, everyone. Watch out.
It's got to recharge every once in a while.
It's like a Pika cat.
Yeah.
So Pikachu, yes. I think for Princess Warm Tummy, it'll probably be like a dual picture freeze frame. So it'll be Sherwin-Williams Sonoma, and then Princess Warm Tummy, and it'll say something along the lines of Sherwin-Williams Sonoma left the project 6 months later. She currently resides in Oklahoma, where she purchased a ranch where she houses currently 24 cats. She adopted Princess or Bubbles, I guess in this case, and took her with her when she left the project. Princess Fluffy Tummy now presides over all of her 23 subjects and is known as a fair ruler.
Yes.
Where she lives in her special house, which has lights in every corner of the room and double generator backups.
Yes.
And she's not having any trauma at all. It's fine.
No, it's fine. Everything's fine.
But she's surrounded by cats, so she's well protected.
Yeah.
Yep.
Literally locks them all in the room with her when she sleeps.
That explains so much more about crazy cat ladies now. They're not crazy.
Not at all.
They've seen some shit.
They're not crazy, they're survivors.
Oh my goodness.
Is that everyone?
I believe so. I think that's
a great
I guess
place to...
we ended a bit early, but
no, it's fine.
That's fine.
But Cat Wrangler, I'm worried about what happened to Connor Taylor and Moore and Associates. What happened to them?
At law. You need a wreck? Need a check? Call.
Well, there's your answer. They sell space insurance now. They sell insurance.
Insurance.
Oh no.
They went on to build a strong class action lawsuit against mirror manufacturers.
Suing the corporation.
When did you lose control of this game? About 5 minutes after it started, I think.
I think so, somewhere around there.
No. That's the mark of a great game master. Is y'all thought I was not in control the whole time, but I was gently guiding you into doing the cat totem pole and barfing.
Especially when you freeze for 30 minutes, like.
That was the best.
It's just like the.
All right, Trooper, we need to work on a collaborative project where we just spoof Prince songs, but it's all about GMs and.
Yes. Yes, we do.
Yes, there we go.
Could your first song be Pussy Control?
Yes.
It has to be now.
But that is a Prince song, Logan. Don't give me that.
Are you going to take us out, or you want me to take us out?
Like a sniper?
So, don't murder us.
Well, laser pointers. I'm shocked that there were no laser pointers in the entire game.
I got distracted by a shiny coin.
That's close enough, I guess.
If you want to take us out, go on ahead.
All right, so thank you everyone for coming and enjoying this wonderful little one-shot. Thank you, Trooper and Raven and Heath and Chad for all being here as our special guests. We did this. This is a charity event we're doing for Heifer International. Heifer International is an organization that sends farm animals all around the world to help out impoverished communities. And people to try to teach them to give them the opportunities to have a business and to be able to support their community with food and trade goods and animal parts, I guess, and teach them how to raise them and things, gives them training. It's great. So that's our charity of choice this year. Last year we raised $3,800 for Heifer International. This year our big goal, although it's a little harder, it seems like, for people to donate this year. We understand that, but this year our goal is $5,000 for what Heifer International calls the Ark, which is enough for an entire medium-sized community. It's like 2 water buffalo and 2 ducks and a handful of chickens and a bunch of chicks, and it's just a bunch of crap. So you get a lot of animals, 2 of a lot of them, and then even more. And it's designed to support an entire community, and that's what we would love to be able to do. You can go to the link that will be in the chat here in a second to donate directly, or a portion of all the proceeds that come in through Twitch here will also be donated at the end of the 2 weeks. We're going to do this until the 15th so 6 more days we're doing this. Our next event is Monday night, and I don't know who's running that. I've forgotten who's. Heath is running that. Heath, you're doing a red? No, what are you doing?
Humblewood.
That's what it is.
Yep, it's a companion setting for 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons. It uses all the D&D 5e. It just introduces new races, new deities, a new world called the Humblewood, and it is bird races, and then the humble folk, which are like deer, raccoon. I call them kangaroo mouse, but they're actually gerbine, and then fox folk. And it's funny because anytime I run this game, very few people play bird. Everybody wants to play as the humble folk. But we do have a mix going into this one, so we should have a good time.
Great. And that'll be at 7 p.m. Pacific on Monday night. And you can come by for that. We do a lot of other programming over at nerdsmith.org, which you can see all sorts of. We do podcasts and streams and all sorts of things. We'd like to thank World Anvil, the most robust world building and campaign management software that exists on the internet today. 500,000 users they just surpassed. Little over 2 years. They are literally the biggest out there. So go take a look. You can get a free account to try it out. And then when you're ready to step up and get some more customization, you can join their guild for I think as little as $3 a month. So it's not much at all. And then thank you to Die Hard Dice, who has supported us greatly over the years. They make some amazing dice. If you want to roll with the best, you can roll with Die Hard Dice. So that is going to be that. We'll go around the table one last time and let everyone say where they're from, what projects they've got going on, where we can find you, and all of that. Let's start with Raven. Let's start with Heath.
Hi, guys. My name is Heath Halbrooks, as we mentioned at the beginning. I run Obscurum here on Nerdsmith on Wednesday nights. That goes live at... What time does that go live at? 6 p.m. Central, which is 4 p.m. Pacific time. I had to think about that. But that is City of Mist actual play stream. And it is a super late 1940s, early 1950s alternate universe. And it is a crime noir. I have a fantastic cast and it's a lot of fun. You have not missed out on much. So join in and watch us.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And we are having a fun time. It's very narrative driven. On Monday nights, you can catch me on my network /DireBearGM, where I run the Escorts, a D&D 5e homebrew world, which has the world diverged due to some actions the players take. And every once in a while, they come across paths where they have to basically roll an additional ability score that we've added called Sanity to make sure that their mind doesn't reel from the shock of having the two worlds cross one another again. You can find me on Twitter at DireBearAC, and if you're in the Huntsville area, you can always find me at Lucky Dice Cafe. I'm there 2 nights a week running live events.
All right, Raven.
Hi, I am Raven. I am a professional game master, tabletop streamer, and tabletop game designer. You can find me on Twitter at my name right below my face at TheRaven. You can find me next on my channel. I run a tabletop show called Black Feather Guild several nights a week. Be doing another show tonight at 7 p.m. Mountain Time at that link there in chat. We'll be doing another episode of Badlands Before the Fracture, which is a lot of time traveling, magic, fun stuff currently set in the 1920s.
Very cool.
Yeah, so that's pretty much me and what I do.
Awesome. Chad?
All right. So, like I said at the beginning, I am the game master of the Chaotic Goodness podcast. So tonight, if you're in or around the Hillsboro, Oregon area, we're actually doing another live show at the Rune and Board gaming store down here. If you are physically present, you are more than welcome to come in. It's a free show. We're going to do very heavy audience participation, all sorts of crazy stuff here. Also, I believe we usually live stream our live shows. So at 7 p.m. Pacific time, you can get on our Twitch channel, Chaotic Goodness Podcast, and watch us do the whole thing. And just watch me roll my eyes a lot more and really wonder why the hell I decided to do a podcast with the people I do a podcast with. Also, if you want something more serious and dark, In Vain, Valpurgisnacht here on Nerdsmith with Tessa and Fennec are in it, and it's a big ball of crap going on right now in the game. So it's fun.
Yeah,
it's exciting. It's wonderful. So that's me. Hit me up on Twitter at Chadlicious. I'm also very active on the Nerdsmith Discord. And I think
you are the most active, actually. We have proof of that.
Damn right. I am number 1 in the rankings on number of chatters here. Because I don't have much else to do.
And
games are my life.
Yeah. And Trooper.
Hi, I'm Trooper SJP. Pew, 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 pew. That's all. No, you can. I stream. I'm a variety streamer, game master, player, all that goodness. You can find me on my channel on Thursdays and Saturdays, usually streaming story-heavy games. But I will not be streaming this week. If, however, you are at Geek Girl Con this coming weekend, you can find me doing a panel called GMing as Activism, and that'll be on Saturday morning. If you want to come and sort of see me talk about me and Rocket Fox thinking about what is it like? How do you do activism with GM? And so that's the kind of stuff I do.
That's an
So
amazing
find
thing.
me-
I can't be there,
awesome.
but I would love to hear that talk at some point. We've talked a little bit about getting, doing something with that.
It's gonna be good.
But if you've never seen one of Trooper's streams, he's probably one of the most entertaining streamers I've ever seen. Absolutely love everything he does. Go take a look at his channel. The most recent, really incredible one you
Well, he's a
did,
very entertaining cat. We know that.
yes, was you were doing a solo RPG when
Yes.
you played Solitaire, and it was a mining RPG. I don't remember the name of the RPG itself, but
Lost.
I assume that's on VOD somewhere on your Twitch channel or over on your YouTube channel. If you have
It will
one.
be on my YouTube. I'm putting it up tonight, actually, because
Okay,
I wanted to
good.
edit some stuff down.
Good.
but-
Yeah, it's really, really good. Go take a look. It's a very cool RPG. I actually really want to try it. So
You can get it over on itch.io, and it's called Lost, and you play solitaire, and you sort of go through this game of solitaire, figure out whether you can get out of what labyrinth you're in.
Yeah.
Not always so easy.
No, but every time you bring a card into the top zone, I can't remember what that zone's called. You get a prompt for what's happening in the game. It's really, really cool, very unique system, and very entertaining. So go take a look at that. So I am Logan. I am the executive director here at Nerdsmith. So I'm in charge of a lot of this programming that goes on here, and I'm also the guy that does everything behind the scenes here. So if somebody screwed up, it's my fault. And except for Chad's video, I can't control that. And I am the DM for Shenanigans every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Pacific, which is an industrial fantasy D&D campaign. It is also a big ball of chaos where you as the audience get to interject lots of the times, introducing new NPCs, spinning our wheel of causality, which will cause some magical poisoning effect to affect the players throughout the entire night. So we do a lot of goofy, fun stuff over there. And I think that's it for me. Oh, you can find me at devious_muppet on the thing. And I also do a lot of streaming in our Discord, which you should absolutely come and join us if you had a lot of fun here, because that's where we're going to start doing in 2020. We're going to be doing every single show on the network will be hosting community events in our Discord every quarter. So we'll be doing 12 to 15 community events every quarter, and we'll be doing a lot more gatherings and mini streams all through our Discord. You can support us over on Patreon if you like this type of content. But right now, it's patreon.com/nerdsmith. But right now, I'd rather you go to Heifer International, our link for that, and donate, because that's what we're trying to do right now. That's the goal. That's the focus. So
Super good cause.
it really is. So, all right. Anybody have any last thing they need to say, Chad?
Yes, I do. Just a reminder for all of our viewers here: take care of your kitty because they're taking care of you.
Oh. And I think that's perfect. Alrighty, everyone, we're going to play that NerdsGiving video if you didn't see it one more time. It's perfect. We're going to go right now over to the to this video, and no, we're not. Okay.
I'm with
This
it.
is a catastrophe. See you all later. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hello, Internet. I'm Angela. I'm a director and creator. We here at Nerdsmith would like to wish you a very happy NerdsGiving. The time has come for our second annual NerdsGiving charity event. 2 weeks of playing silly games with our friends while putting a little bit of good back into the world. This year, we are supporting Heifer International and their fight to end hunger while caring for the earth. They gift families and communities income-producing animals and provide the training to turn those animals into sustainable businesses. For the next 2 weeks, that's November 1st through the 15th, we here at Nerdsmith will be running animal-themed RPG one-shots and giving away delightful prizes during the streams. Stay tuned on Twitter for the latest show schedule, or donate today at fundraise.heifer.org/nerdsgiving. It's bound to be amusing. No, don't cluck up this opportunity. No, just play the outro.
We are Nerdsmith. Bum ba-dum.
No. We're gonna try that again. One more time. From the top. We are Nerdsmith.